Gwen, Rumble, Nocturne, Talia. Who's playing Elmo? That's a Talia first pick versus Elmo, right? I'm not wearing a G2 jersey for the first game. We're just gonna see how it goes. We're just gonna ease our way into the series, see how it goes. It's Gam, bro. What? There's so many Gam fans. I bet it's the NA fans who are just hate watching EU. You rats. Take the Talia now. Varus. They gave Elmo Talia. Isn't that like the only champ he can play in the meta right now? Why do they go Varus, bro? Do I care about Varus? Talia Sin.
They're gonna go for mid jungle instead first.
Alright, let's go Ari Watt.
And Talia is
Ari
instantly
Vi.
locked in.
Ooh, Ari Wukong would go hard. I am a Wukong enjoyer, and Skewman mains it. Syndra! Oh my god, Nemesis shoutout! They're copying Lost Ratones, the Syndra mid. Big pick. They might go Jhin. Yeah, Jhin into Varus classic. Sion. Talk to me, Hens. What are we banning? What are we banning? Do we need support bans? They can't really play Jhin Braum or Jhin Renata. Is Bard a good ban? Look at their champs. Syndra, Trundle, Varus. Any Bard bans? Thoughts? I guess Bard is kind of good for G2 as well. Bard looks broken this game. Chase, Jack, Sion ban. Chase, Jack, Sion. I really hope BB doesn't blind Gnar. Please don't do it. Just put the fucking Ambessa in the bag. Nautilus ban? Wait. Nautilus ban is like Rakan, or they could go Bard. I don't know if Varus Bard is a lane. They could play Varus Karma with Nautilus ban. I don't know if Jhin Blitzcrank's a lane. Ooh, Rel. Could be an Alistar angle now. Alistar angle, not bad. Don't blind Gnar, don't blind Gnar, don't blind Gnar, don't blind Gnar. Ambessa in the bag now. I think Renekton doesn't really win the game against G2 champs. Ooh, they could take the Renekton, fair enough. Now Gam can go Gnar, I guess, into Trundle Renekton. Poppy value kind of sucks, I guess. Ow! WBB shout out. Gnar for Kiaya. I mean, I think G2's got a good draft. They have a good draft. I think Rel is going to have a horrible game against Alistar, Trundle, Renekton. And the boys are going to win game 1. It's a game 1 win for G2. I hope you're enjoying the MSI content. I just want to say don't forget to subscribe and enjoy the video. G2 sweeping the ward. Nice. That's +1 CS to hands. Bot is up 25 gold. Big pace. Are you worried? No, I'm not worried. I have a feeling Caps is going to body this Elmo. Log in to confirm flights. There are no flights. They're swimming home if they lose this. Is Syndra a good champ? If your name is Nemesis, yes. If your name is Caps, also probably yes. Dark mode enabled. TP back from Caps. He's going to get comboed. Elmo's going to mistime it though.
For later on, interrupting those crash downs.
Now here comes the G2 Classic. I can smell it.
And I'm really excited to see
Is it the G2 Classic? Trundle jungling to top. Just swap. Ooh, the Rel's chasing their tempo. Look at Caps. Look at Caps. Look at this combo. Watch this. Ready?
Since Emo has struggled a bit
Boom.
as well, but Emo's on one of his most comfortable
there it is.
champions.
W.
I mean, it's
how much gold? 10? 6. We'll take that. Stop sending google.com/travel flights, bro. You're so annoying. Big stun. Big pillar. Oh, it's a solo kill. It's basically a solo kill. That's basically a solo kill. That's the bounce back we need. That's the bounce back we need. Mods, anyone who's doubter, ban. That's all we need. Caedrel, that doesn't count as a solo kill. You can clearly see Trundle got an assist because of his pillar. Bro, I will fucking fuck you up, idiot.
That attitude setting the pace for the series. And now Kiaya is going to be the target yet again. G2 did their homework. They know who they got to go after. And Kiaya is trying to get away as Skewman continues chasing forward. Hans Sama doesn't even need to provide the extra damage. Skewman lifts away with 20 HP. Now LeBron's going to pay the price.
That was almost the most scuffed shit I've ever seen.
Are making plays, and they're making more of them faster until Emo has something to say about it, riding into the Weaver's wall. Levi's ready to knock him right back up into the air.
If Varus was level 6, I would get it. But he's level 5! Where is Chain CC what?
Under the tower, LeBron, as you can see, tanking the tower.
Chain CC what?
Up to the top side there. They finish off the Gnar, but
that's volume
gets
decrease.
So low here that the Xin Zhao and the
Talia's just skipping waves.
That play is not quick enough for them to escape with their lives, and it's going to be very big.
But it's giving Elmo free kills.
Not let G2 really start to snowball this game. as they would have been pulling away.
What is
so
it? Yin and
heavily.
yang? Bot plays good,
The
top
G2
loses.
gold lead was up
Now
to
top plays
1.2,
good, bots in thing.
1,300
Guys,
gold
can we
until
just
Gam was
all
able to hit back.
agree to
And now
not
you can
int
see
3 grubs? Didn't want
Wailing
them.
away and getting some turret plate value
What's
in
our cross
trade.
map? What's our cross
that
map
commitment
when we're
of,
giving
like,
3
grubs.
grubs? What's our
This could
trade?
be a G2.
So let me get
This
this
is where
straight.
the
Let me get this
resources
straight.
are
Oh my god, I almost fell
concentrated.
over.
This is a chance to say, okay,
We
I
had
know day 1
Trundle,
and day 2 haven't been
Varus,
ideal,
Alistar,
but he
bot
can
side,
redeem
mega
himself
broken.
here if he
Enemy
can put on a
team
carry
swapped
performance
top with
and put
Jhin,
all of this attention that G2
and
is
we
giving him to
didn't
good
get
use.
Drake.
Yeah. And
We
here you
just
see
lost
some of
grubs
the
when we put
stats,
our bot lane
to
top,
kind of
and now we're
back
gonna
up
lose
what,
Drake as well.
Yeah, with the extra solo kills, the extra early gold difference, but that is not the case this game. That is certainly
Now
not the case
Zinzal's gonna
this
press
game.
B.
Really
He's gonna
good,
put on fucking
you know, flash play
Carly
from
Rae
Broken Blade to
Jepsen,
set that
Cold
gank
Maybe.
up. They get that
He's gonna
first
run to
kill,
Drake and
the
take
dive,
it in our
of course,
face. And
also
what are we gonna do?
PK behind him on
Nothing.
Linar.
All right, so
Nothing.
Emo is still on control duty towards you.
Varus
unless he
is
just
basing. We're gonna
instantly
fight it.
stuns himself after.
Now he's kind of
Nice. When in doubt, target Elmo. I like it.
Once again rotated over and he's under attack.
Yeah, Emo gonna knock Broken Blade back into the turret as he tries to create a little bit more distance, throws a couple of rocks back. Now Gam is coming in to
Well,
reinforce, but Bams.
Elio's laughing at them.
Elmo's
dancing on us. Renekton ult is gone. It's okay. Talia has to base. She has to TP mid. Jhin has to catch bot. We have a Drake angle. All good. All good. All good. Labrov gets some XP on bot wave. Get level 6. Let's start up the dragon now.
So those minions,
Now.
the melee ones died to this
Start up the dragon now.
And
Now,
I think
you can start the
this
dragon
story is
now.
being told
Now.
wonderfully by just the
Any
mid-lane
second
CS
now. Okay.
comparison. What
Took
you're
us
talking
about 10
your
seconds
Caps
too late, but
hitting
we're on
100
it.
CS while Emo's still just sitting at 84.
Here we go. Free dragon,
That's
baby.
2.5 waves.
This is
The Caps
unfuckable.
is now
You know what I'm
up,
saying?
and
This is
G2 are going to take the
unfuckable.
opportunity to seize
Great
control of the bot
great
side river
situation.
and go in for the first Drake. First
Just
piercing
Varus
arrow
ult the
from
rel.
Hansama doesn't find Elio or Artemis. Now the Weaver's Wall has arrived.
Nice
Emo's
flash.
ready to fight. They're
Nice.
gonna go
Where's my
after
Varus
him,
ult?
but it's Labrov, the
Where's
first
my Varus
target.
ult?
Crash down into the
Where's my-
Magnet Storm finds Skewmon, but he's already powered up by the Subjugate. Curtain Call opens up, and Levi's ready to jump in.
Where's my Varus ult?
Skewmon's
Where's my
going
Varus
down,
ult?
And Levi's got a kill. Hansama walks out of the way of the
What happens if
seismic
Rel
shot.
flashes on us? What do we do then?
G2 continuing to try to get away from this one. Emo doesn't have enough damage to make anything else happen as the Deadly Flourish flies out. Now chasing
She
Hansama.
doesn't even have to
He's
flash.
stuck
We
around
just
for
die
too long,
anyway.
and Gam with the punish. Hit 2 kills for the Drake.
Yeah, nice.
How the fuck did they lose that fight?
Kill.
How did they lose that
This is gonna be
fight?
one for the dragon, but they
Varus
make
flash
it
Talia
through
combo.
with the kills.
Can
Yeah,
we
these
just
two
fucking
do get the
Alistar
objective,
combo,
they do
Trundle
get the
ult, and
dragon,
Varus
but
ult
that is
one
on
person
Sama,
together
both
and just
summoner
fucking
spells,
kill
as
them?
well as both
Like,
junglers,
come
of
on,
course, using
really?
their flashes,
Really?
but really
This Varus is
Forward
first
have a
picked.
lot of possibilities.
Why did they give
Honestly,
Elmo
not a ton
Talia?
of,
Like, why did they do that?
Not a ton. All right, if
Hate
Emo's
watchers.
the one putting out all this
First
pressure,
of all,
he's
don't
making
be game
all
one
the
on
plays.
these.
Let's bring
Second of
the
all, it's a
pressure
700
to
gold
the
lead.
Talia
So shut the fuck
instead.
up, sit the fuck
three-man
down, and stop
positioning
fucking
for a
chatting
dive
like you're
doesn't
writing
end
an
up
Amazon
becoming
book.
anything as Leaf does not
Don't
collide
stop
with
saying
Broken
lock
Blade.
in, bro.
Means there's
You
no
can't just
more
say
of a
hate
play
watchers
to
lock
be
in.
found.
No.
Still a couple of
It
minutes
doesn't work
until
like
we
that.
have any more new.
Are we just the CEOs of not being able to base properly? Is everyone's base just cancelled on the spot?
As we look
Is that our
at the
hidden
game
passive?
progressing a little bit further, 'cause,
Listen to me
pressure
when I
with
say
the
these
tower
words.
dive, and
Caps
the
will
Gnar,
carry.
with this bunch
EU
of money
fans,
that
do
he
not
should
worry.
have,
We are in good hands.
going to go get his
Hansama,
reset now, get his
take a step
purchase off,
back.
and that's gonna be
Throw
a big
some
part of
Qs.
how they wanna play,
Skewmon, take a
'cause
step
they
back.
have a
Ult
Talia
the Rel.
wall, they have
Labrov,
Jhin with
save
the
your
very
Q
long
for Rel.
range.
Caps,
So they need Gnar to
do
be
everything for
operational
us.
in the
Thank
side
you.
lanes,
Yeah.
to be
Dankeschön.
effective.
Towards this
What are you
bottom
gonna do
side
if G2
rip
lose?
in about
If G2
30
lose, I'm gonna
seconds.
call up
Next
Broken
Drake
Blade
a
on
little bit
speed
over a
dial.
minute as the mid laners
I'm gonna
square
tell him to
off
load
in
into
the
game
bottom
2,
side.
right
You
click
can
the
see
Krugs,
Blackfire
die to them,
torch
TP
completed
top,
for
and then
Caps.
just let the series come to him.
Meanwhile,
He'll carry
Emo
alone.
with that jump in and
If
try to
Doran is the
find
Krug Lord,
angles
he
for
will
the rest
become the
of game
Krug
to make
Prince.
plays.
On the
See, look at
top
that
side
gold
of the
lead.
map
It's
with this
shrinking.
Riptail, it's got vision on
Gam are the
all
CEOs
important
of getting an
rush
early
for
game
team
gold
fights
lead in the
right
first
there
10
with the
minutes
control
and then
board.
overplaying a fight and throwing the whole game.
Look like any,
Next 2
early
minutes, they're gonna
rotations,
throw the whole
though.
game.
Teleport back out to
Watch.
the top side, though.
Watch
for
this.
Kiaya gives them the option if they want to do for it. Of course,
Watch
both
this.
Caps and
Ready?
Emo do
This
have
is right.
theirs
Gam's
ready.
gonna get four players are gonna die on Gam right now.
Let's see how it
Here we
goes.
go.
The Herald's already
Gam
down to
over Force
2/3
Classic.
HP. Gam thinking about it here as already Emo's ready to make the teleport.
There it
come
is,
in
free
and
kill.
join the fight
Boom.
first, but a huge engage coming out from G2. They've already killed Elio before he can do anything. Levi's into the back line, looking to find some damage here to Hansama. Nice seismic shove back into Skewmon. A little bit more damage is needed, and they're finally going to take him down, but he also has to be traded back again for another one. Broken Blade and Labrov trying to get away as Kiaya goes mega form. The deadly flourish doesn't hit, but the Weaver's Wall is ready to ride. Emo makes his way into the fight once again.
Holy fuck,
and
Captain
Artemis
Flowers.
is ready to follow up. A little bit more damage.
I mean, 2 for 2 is not losing, is it? Click the Herald and go round 2 now.
him anywhere.
Click
down
the Herald
by that
and
wall.
go round 2
You have to say that
now.
last fight,
Nice
Caps
free
went
Herald.
for the stun. Give you that Herald.
Can we
You'll
just
go for
dive
the
them or what?
trade, but can
Just
they
dive them.
survive
Just dive
under
them.
tower?
GG. That's a free dive. They can't fuck this up. It's 5v2.
Turn into Mega Nar, who would have the extra HP, but Caps goes in. Broken Blade gets it done. Elio now
Easy dive.
surviving,
Easy
trying
dive.
to in a 1 versus 5.
Easy, baby.
With his
Easy.
top laner already down, he's got no way home. G2, William Collins.
Top tier 2 dead.
Around this thing, Kobe. They're gonna get
So
the tier 2
fucking
in the
worth
top
it.
lane for G2 as well.
Yeah,
G2
but
for
so
ya.
much is getting-
Kind of
the
worth it.
secondary tower
Kind
is
of worth it.
more that- and
This is
let's
what I
see
want to
how
see.
they
I want to see
do
Rel
delete
get
Elio
Alistar
here
comboed
so
into
quickly.
Varasult, into
Oh, this is the
Trundle
stun that
and
we were talking
fucking
about.
die.
Caps wanted to interrupt the
That's what I want.
just a little
That's
bit
what I
late there,
need.
so that means he arrives
I want
later
to see
to the
this
fight.
right here.
Oh,
Kill
Elio
now.
already didn't
Boom.
have his
Dead.
support item there.
Dankeschön.
It got knocked off, that extra damage reduction, so he just got bursted down very quickly. But then Talia arriving really quickly here, got the seismic shove to get the pull in. See Artemis there also kind of chunking Han Sama, so he has to stay really far out, and that allowed them to go chase that extra
Oh
kill.
yeah, Broken Blade, talk to me. Big stun on Elmo. Into the pillar. No flash. Dead. Big kill. Bot tier 1 dead. G2 frying. Broken Blade 4-0-2.
As they build up to a 1,500
Nice
gold
moving.
lead. Han Sama.
Why is this gold
So
lead
they're
not
the
going
ones
up?
getting the little Jhin to
An
be able to
EU
get
Renekton with a
some picks
lead.
for themselves.
Lol, I've seen this before.
Side lane,
Where?
though,
Where have you seen it? Go on, say
with
it.
that item
You
advantage
haven't.
for Broken
You
Blade,
haven't.
it should allow
Go on, say it. I have your
G2
chat
to
open.
push the
Say
wave
it.
first.
Behind Broken
Alright, 2
Blade
minutes
in
on
terms
Drake.
of EX. The
Don't
last
forget,
one still
DRX
standing
started in
that
play-ins
outer
and they
ring.
lost to
won't be able
Rogue in
change
groups
that
and
here
they won
anytime
Worlds.
soon. It'll be
That's
secured
a
by Skewmon,
fact.
75 seconds
That's a fact.
before the drink.
They have most
Crazier
of the team
things have
hovering
happened.
over to that side too, so they would be able to collapse.
DRX losing to
Meanwhile,
Rogue
the other side lane
is a lot more.
Oh, Kiaya versus Broken Blade. Kiaya getting some good damage there, but he immediately uses the Mega Nar to knock Broken Blade away. The Sterix Gauge shield is enough to keep Broken Blade protected, keeping him feeling safe. Does not have to worry about popping the Dominus here early. Kiaya throws
Why
out
don't
another
we just
Q into
combo
the
that
wall,
fucking
even though he
Rel?
gets slowed down by the Stride Breaker.
BB
he
with the
still
flash.
feels safe enough. Broken Blade, though, wanted to spin the flash to try to engage there on the enemy top laner, as now the seismic shove, the Weaver's Wall, it's Emo.
That Gnar
who's
is
still
scary.
one of the most fed members on G2. It looks like he is going to teleport immediately.
Guys,
you can see
just
Caps teleporting
one pop the
immediately
Rel.
down to this bottom
as well.
Oh
So
my
the
god,
Gnar
Gnar is
now
pushing
with his
bot in
2
our
items
face.
as well. Fairy Tower picked up here. Kiaya barely gets it.
He gets it, and now he's got to try
Mega
to join up with the
Gnar.
rest of the team.
No, the
Levi's
Xin
gonna
Zhao
be
is
in
a bad
some
target.
danger. Here's Lebrov and Caps go in, find some initial
Oh
damage.
no! No!
Both carries. He's doing a ton of damage to the Caps and Han Foam, but he doesn't have enough to get the
Caps
kill.
is alive!
He's still alive. Levi is already down, and G2 holds on. Elio trying to retreat as G2 have a 4v3.
No.
Broken Blade tries to...
Such
They're
a
gonna
good
get Advocat.
angle
Big,
with
big.
both carries trapped inside the red buff pit there. Not done quite yet, though. Okay.
Oh, the flash in from
Oh,
Elio,
movement.
but a nice backstep there from Broken Blade
Caps.
to get out of the way of
Big
the seismic
save.
shove. Elio down to 200 HP now.
No Rel
Gam
flash
wanted
is
something, but
massive.
not quite hitting their skill shots.
And during that, G2 are taking the Otacon
Guys,
here.
hello.
So Skewmon should be able to finish
No
that one
Rel
up. The
flash is
attempt
big.
on, sure, poke
Where's
Varus,
Caps?
You have your Syndra
Where's
over here.
Caps? He's frying.
And it looks
Look
like
at his
this
level
tower
difference. He's
with
like
no
almost 2 levels up.
defenders is going to be another possible casualty.
Hola.
Kiai is Mega Gnar.
Yeah, and Lebrov is waiting right in that
Caps
brush.
has no
Kiai
flash.
just walks right on past him. Emo's going to deploy the Weaver's Wall. Nobody
What
on
is
G2
Lebrov
gets
doing?
caught on the wrong side of it. Now Lebrov taking the blast cone to get himself away. Elio could be in a little bit of danger here. Stuns up Broken
out,
Blade.
he's out, he's out.
Tier 1 turret
Caps
for
is
Gam,
so
still
far ahead of
holding on.
Elmo.
Scatter the weak from to find a
As long as
hit.
Caps
They
is
can
safe,
use
the
it
game
to
is
still
won.
stabilize.
Next to Leah Wall, just keep your defensive vision up. Okay, they actually catch Lebrov coming
Don't
in.
flash, don't flash,
Lebrov's
just
gonna
die.
take a decent amount of damage here. Immediately
Oh, flash in!
but a nice
Love it!
pulverize onto 3 coming out from Lebrov.
Big
Now he
play
gets
by
in the middle,
Lebrov.
Everybody has to flash back over the wall trying to stay alive as Skewmon is on the chase.
Nice
Cam
play, nice play.
disengage. Emo will just go
BB
ahead
was
and use that Talia
1.6k up.
passive,
Yeah, well now he's
extra
200
speed,
up.
get out
So
there
he's
to the
still up.
wave, get
So
that
your
pushed
point's
out.
irrelevant.
90 seconds. That's
Do
been
not
exactly what I
try to
want
make
out
fun of my
this
client.
series. Brave
Can we get this
to
guy's
just
cleanse or
go
what?
in for the big fights.
He doesn't have cleanse.
Artemis puts him in a little bit.
I mean, this Jhin is looking a bit
Really
annoying,
good
but
stat checker, so you have
Trundle
to respect. You know, a lot
mega
of these
tank when he
moves
ults Rel after
Alistar
shock.
And the Trundle are
And
moving
Renekton has
in
Sterix.
for vision. It's
And Alistar is
very, very
Alistar.
dangerous
So
for anyone
maybe
trying to
it's
contest
fine.
that vision. G2 keep
All good.
using that.
Powerful
Caps
for one
void stick.
singular fight. Over
Caps
on the other
is
side, Kiaya going with more of a
absolutely
consistent, but
spiking.
not
Level
quite the same
16,
peak
3.5
item
items.
With Wits in. Sama to put
It's unlosable
about
fight for
20% of the
G2.
health
They have
bar into
GA
Artemis.
Renekton.
Another one connects
They have
there
Trundle
onto Elio.
Alistar.
As Levi wanted to go for a win, becomes lightning. Emo fires off the Weaver's Wall as Levi dives into the background. Han Sama in some danger, but he ain't gonna be
Unlosable
killed off
fight.
just yet. Levi's
They're
about to
so
die
broken.
to Skewmon as G2's
There it is.
counterpunch is way
There
too
it is.
strong.
There it is.
Gam thought
Hate
they
watchers,
had him,
get
but the only
fuck
thing
all.
they have is an ambulance ride. Gam has already lost 4. A triple kill for Skewmon.
Nice pillar.
Kiaya is stuck between a rock and a hard place and a pillar, and he's about
Caps.
to drop as
Big.
well.
That's a game.
The ace
That's
for
game.
Caps
That's
for
G2 game 1.
G2.
That's
The
G2 game 1. Don't worry, EU fans. It's going to be a G2 3-0, so we can all go to sleep and we can all forget about what the fuck's been going on in these playoffs, and we can these planes, and we can lock in for the group stage. Big win. Emo, no Talia. G2, game 1 win. Broken Blade, 1 is lane. Those are some big signs for G2. Big fucking signs. Good shit, good shit. Caps was never roaming, he was just pushing lanes, get 2 levels up. Now, don't forget, G2 is 1-0 up. But if they do win this series, it is G2 versus Gen G round 1. So it's not like they can catch a break, is it? Annie ban. Is Emo first picking RE? TF ban? How's he gonna first pick if his mouse is not plugged in? Is it plugged in now? Surely it's RE first pick, right? Talia, Syndra out, Annie out, Azir out, TF out. They first pick. Oh yeah, Pantheon. Broken Blade greater than the Shy. That's gotta be the worst sign I've seen at the whole tournament so far. Pantheon first pick. I don't know if I like Vi into it, but Ahri, Vi, Gwen is open, pretty OP champ. Do you want to give Kiaya Gwen on 2-3? Do you want to take away the Gwen? Chat, why are you writing he's right? He's clueless. Poppy jungle. Taking a page out of BLG's book. Why does someone have a T1 BLG beating BLG sign? Poppy, Lucian, Nami on 3. I mean, Gam could just go Pantheon, Ahri, Gwen and just sack bot lane. There's Nautilus lane, there's a Lulu lane, and there is a Xayah Rakan lane. Maybe the sack bot full send the top side. Nope, they're gonna pick Corki. I feel like there's Ezreal, Karma, Zeri, Lulu, Xayah Rakan. There's like MF Nautilus. Isn't it better just fucking sack your bot lane? Doesn't Lucian Brown, Poppy just fuck Gam's entire comp? It's over, by the way. It's over in draft. It's over in draft. It's over in draft. It is over in draft. Gam is getting absolutely smoked right now in draft. Put the Braum in the bag. I guess they don't want to play Poppy. Ahri into Poppy? Yeah, I guess, but can G2 lose this draft? It looks pretty unlosable. I think they need a control mage, Gam.
Yeah, definitely true. I mean,
they need a good mage. Gwen ban is good. Did he just have a Vancouver airport to Berlin airport sign? I don't know if I like Ahri in G2's comp. What's nice in G2's comp? Victor.
Band away, trying to remove.
I do like a Hui. No, I don't like a Hui. I like. Do I like Aurora? No, I don't like Aurora. I don't like Aurora or Ahri in G2's comp. Can you just pick Ambessa on 4? Renekton Gnar is out. Gwen is banned. Isn't Ambessa just fucking OP on 4? Ooh, I do like Ryze. Good one, chatter. I like Ryze. Ryze Ambessa. I feel it. Hui. I mean, Hui kind of works, but I don't like it. Now we set up the Warwick on 5. That's why they don't pick the Ambessa. They're setting up the Warwick. Ow. Does Cassiopeia fuck G2 a bit? Go on, blind pick Ambessa. You'll get the Warwick treatment, buddy. No, I think Kiaya will probably go like... Jeez. Oh my god, it's a Broken Blade Malphite. Put it in the bag. Give me the Malphite! No, they'll probably pick Ambessa or some shit. Fuck those. Or is it an Ornn game, maybe? Is G2 drafting like Lost Ratones? Yeah, of course they are. They asked us how to draft and we told them. Next game, AP Jax. Playing Pantheon, Nautilus against Braum, Poppy, Gragas. That sounds horrible. Like Poppy, Braum, Gragas is like... Those 3 champs together is like the cuck comp. Oh my god, you can't fucking play against it. Any champ that goes in is just getting fisted. Oh, you want to go in? Poppy W. Oh, you want to go in? Gragas E. Oh, you want to go in? Braum Q and shield. They don't have any engage, but do you really need engage? I guess you kind of do need engage. They do have 3 poke champs now that I think about it. So their comp is really good against Pantheon Nautilus, but it's pretty shit against the Jace Way. As long as Emo doesn't get ahead.
Meanwhile, they've got a very similar overall rate in series, as now we got a problem for Emo, who
oh yes, Hansama is sending it to die. I love it. Oh my god. We've got Braum. We've got Braum. Let's keep fighting.
G2 continue going forward as Elio's going to
Nice
be
tag.
protected, but the protection is not there just
Oh.
yet.
Oh, Caps flashed. Oh, Caps flashed. Caps has no flash. Double kill to Pantheon. Kill to Lucian. Kill to Poppy. Look at Corki State. Look at Corki State. He has the base. Corki has flash. This is Gam favorite, I think. This is Gam favorite. There's no way Hui didn't skill and he takes W. And he fucking W shields himself. That is crazy.
But he levels up and goes for the shield here. It allows him to survive so long that Hansama fully
he takes W level 1.
commits there on level 1. Does go
well,
down
G2 lost the bot RNG as well. This is fucking fantastic.
We're just now 1 kill away from
oh my
the
god.
G2's
playing Braum Lucian. They lost level 1.
Of gold into jungle is
I think it's slightly Gam favorite because Gam used less flashes
because it gets
on
you to
core
that
players,
much quicker on a single
and
person.
also jungle clear is way
Generally gonna be
faster. Look at
more,
this.
valuable than spread.
Pantheon is 3 camps
extra gold
already
leads.
into bot.
However, Hansama
Lucian,
on
no
the
flash.
might have something to say about it. He's got an extra little dagger. He's getting ganked.
Okay, Levi's coming down here.
Labrov,
use
you
that
will sacrifice
early money
yourself.
as Labrov still only level 1. His heal's
Nice.
not even available. Artemis should be able to pick this one up for free. Levi just zoning Hans away.
Nice sacrifice.
So, there's no
So
chance
now,
anybody but Artemis gets
Poppy is
paid.
catching
It's
up,
Gam, first
and
3
Pantheon
kills.
is going to be
Early
same
jungle,
tempo
gold,
with a
flowers
base
now
advantage
will
and
be
the
spent.
fucking
Beacon was
2 kill
extended.
gold
He
lead
had
spend.
gotten to Spengler
And
very
bot is like
early
low-key
and active
frozen.
for
It'll
Levi
bounce, but
as he had
Red side
no
jungle, he is gonna
Raptors?
find that
No
chicken cube
Raptors?
stolen away.
yeah,
No
he didn't see
Raptors?
Skumon, the chicken thief.
Oh, Hansama in some danger here as Elio and Artemis immediately going in after the AD carry. The Lucian about to die. The flash forward. Artemis grabbing the kill now with a phosphorus bomb back towards Labrov. It's a 2v2 double kill for Artemis. Oh,
did Lucian Braum just get 2v2 killed by Corki Nautilus without a base? They haven't even recalled yet! What you mean Ludwig and Sea Dog would never?
Okay, so
How? How did they even get engaged on?
Eyes on Elio. Oh, I like this replay. A lot of
yeah, we've got a lot of.
That
There's the
is.
hook. There it is.
Ah! That's not
there.
real.
Nails Hansama and they.
That
fully
is a
commit.
bug.
Beautiful
That's a
stuff,
bug,
though.
and that's a chrono
All about
break back to
Elio with his
2019. That's a
hook.
6-year chrono break now.
And right there too, that's both.
That is
summoner
criminal,
spells
by
from
the way.
Artemis to guarantee
That is
that it gets
criminal.
done.
You
There
can't
was
get hit by a
barrier
hook in that
available
lane.
for both.
Gonna go for it.
Got the dragon.
Yeah, they
Got
were,
the
they
dragon.
were too late to the scene into the turret, but it's still about almost a 3.
Oh, yeah, dash in.
For Caps, as now
Right,
Artemis has
ult.
to try to
It's the
retreat.
Avengers.
Here comes the
Get
realm
that
war.
Corki
This is
now.
a problem for Gam
Kill to
as Artemis
Hansama.
gets
Okay,
stunned up,
Caps, take the
shut
kill.
down.
Carry us,
Caps
please.
Gets from this champion.
That's Caps, baby.
Caps is
Those
going to be an
playmaking mids,
absolute
he'll get it
beast.
done for
And
you.
this is one of the
Done here
Don't
in
flash
mid.
hook him.
That is exactly who you want the money on.
No
for
hex
G2.
flash on
It
Nult.
was a
No hex
shutdown.
flash.
That is exactly
BB,
what
BB,
you
BB,
want.
BB,
As
BB,
now
BB,
Broken
BB,
Blade
flash that wall.
is exactly where he doesn't
What
want
the
to be.
fuck did
Elio
Elio just
tried
hook?
to predict where Broken Blade.
Pantheon
This
was
is
gonna
our
be
grub.
one of-
Skumon
one of
just
the
ult someone
main
away.
and only tools that was going to keep
Ult,
Caps in
ult,
check.
ult.
Now that there's no threat of that, they
Ult.
go for the
Poppy
gunfight.
ult.
Elio
Hello.
goes in, Labrov throws up
Hello.
the door, exhausted
Hello.
Levi, but Artemis
Give him
is
jump.
also here. Labrov
What the
jumping
fuck?
back to the safety of Hansama, but a little bit more damage over the wall gets the job done. Artemis kill number and before he
Caps
can
is
go
scaling.
in. So the pressure will be on. We need to see
Catalyst,
if Emo can
tier,
catch up
Mercs
and make sure
Lamont.
that he can
In
I
check
told
when
you
he's
the
on,
mid gap needs to
side
win
lanes a
G2
little
this series
bit,
because
does have to
I don't know if
respect.
anything else is.
And
Three
it
stack
is
plant,
Artemis
bottom
there,
right,
so
get it.
with a lot of the skills on him.
Did he see it
He's
on the
able
right?
to finish his Trinity.
Caps is running the map. Look at that.
Massive power
Rizal
drop
top
for the
inbound.
bottom lane of G2. So if you're
Thinking
Hans,
about it.
the goal is just try to keep farming. Honestly, the
Roam
farm
bot,
almost
roam
dead
top,
even
roam
between
bot.
the two. You can create enough distance. That was flash for flash
Bomba.
jungler for mid laner there. As Broken Blade goes for the ulti onto Kiaya, and here comes the Realm Warp. Caps
Kill.
looking to go aggro.
Nice,
And with
big
Skumon
kill.
coming with them, the slam into the wall
Caps
is there,
everywhere.
and
You get his
Skumon
flash
grabbing kill
mid, he's
number
ulting
4
top,
for
he ain't
G2.
basing.
What a delivery on the side lane. Okay,
Base
once
is
again,
now
this
on
time
TP's
we
mid,
also
covers
still
mid.
have to point out the lane
Oh my
that
god, the
was
minion
left
almost
in
cancelled his
mid
base.
here. It is going to be the Corki earning
Big
some money
TP.
off
That's
of
Caps, baby,
mid
covering
tower,
3 lanes at the same
as
time.
well as going.
However, the numbers don't lie, my friend. You look up at that gold lead there at the top part of your screen. It is down below.
Oh,
500
Elmo.
now.
Look,
Outside
Elmo.
of Gammy,
Free
doing
kill.
a whole ton of damage here.
Beautiful.
Rolling another beautiful wall slam coming out from Skumon.
Beautiful.
As now Labrov and Hansama are ready to make it a 2-for-0 special. Hansama getting paid. G2 taking
EU.
command of the game, and Caps is
EU.
about to take it. At the rest of the map, it's still a lead for Artemis, but that's about it. Levi trying to put a little bit more money in Artemis's pocket up here on the top
Skumon
side at the same
bases to
time.
get his top cap camps instead of staying around bot and making sure that Lucian can get first blood tower. skirmishes tries to take his top camps. Why doesn't he just
continuing to just try to get a little bit more
stay bot side and just give Lucian a full tower?
They pay for that last little bit of greed for the
nice.
plate.
That's a kill.
Shows up,
W
knocks him
Skewon.
up into the air with a point blank keeper's
Bomba.
verdict. Broken blade
Bomba.
trying to follow,
Show me Bomba.
looking for a little
Bomba.
bit more CC, knocks him back.
Nice.
Beautifully done. Skewon
Nice.
and Broken Blade, they'll lose that plate.
That's why he basically goes top. He gets a top kill. I don't know how, but it worked.
Well done by
off by G2 to pick another member, and there's no answer this time.
2v2 kill in bot for G2. Lucian Brown, baby.
In some danger. He might just lose
Nautilus,
the
no flash.
This is the point of power for Gam. He's got to be so careful now, as it looks like Elio's just going to be the sacrifice.
Lock it.
Lebrov still dropping
Rise
very
ult.
low on HP, and right when it looks like it might have been a fair fight, here comes Caps.
Big.
G2
Caps is everywhere.
Good for
Well,
Gam, but
Caps, if he
G2
wins
have
this
bounced
series, he has
back
to go playing versus
beautifully. It's so
Elmo
much about playing
to playing
the
versus
large
Chovy in
map
2
here,
days,
playing
so
the side lanes, and
that
now
might
that
be
the
a
turrets
small
are
issue,
starting to
but
go down, there
we
is more
cross that
room
bridge when
for
we
a
get
lot
to
of
it.
these
Caps on the
Rise
side
down
lane,
there,
big.
bomb
Drake
side
up
pushed in
soon,
another one.
big. Rise's job this game is just
With that rift
side
rail
lane, I
and
think.
with the top tower being so low,
He wins versus
there is
both.
a possibility
He's
for a big gold
2.1k
swing
up
in the favor of Gam.
on
A
Hui.
lot of standing
And
gold
Hui
left
has
in
not
these
only been
turrets, so
out-roamed the
Kiai's
whole
gonna go
game, he's
get this
also
one,
down
chop that
40
gold lead
CS.
from G2 at the moment,
He's
so they
2
could
levels
pop
up.
it there,
Well,
grab that
more like a
money,
level and a half.
really open up the mid lane
He has Roa
possibilities
to
for
proc,
themselves
40
too.
CS.
This,
He's
'cause it just
Chovy,
feels
he's
like
roaming.
anytime Gam
Priority
Caps TP's in.
into the
Caps just needs
river,
to
setting up for Dragon here.
not die.
See how much value Gam can get out of their poke, out of their artillery on this one. Broken
TP
Blade's gonna
behind
teleport
from
into the
Broken
enemy
Blade.
jungle, though. He's going for the flank attack. Levi is already on the Drake.
Big
but if
TP,
Broken
big
Blade
Bomba here,
captures by
insane
surprise
flank.
here, this is such a problem.
Beautiful.
He was gonna be knocked into the team and immediately
Beautiful.
killed. Hans
Magnificent.
Sama on a killing spree.
Clutch.
Beautiful slam into the ball with keeper's verdict to set up the second kill for Hans. LeBron
That's it.
and Broken Blade completely controlling the
That's
fight.
it.
Broken
That's it.
Blade
That's
is
G2-2-0.
redeeming himself in this series. That teleport flank completely broke the back of Gam.
It is huge. He got right onto Emo. They delete the way.
Now the tier 1 turret gonna get
Look,
dove.
Chase. Did
More
Caps fail?
problems
No,
for
he
Gam
didn't.
as Kiaya gets
Let him
stunned
cook.
up, and Caps is just machine
Let him
gunning
cook. Let him
spells
cook.
towards the remaining 2 players of Gam. Kiaya
Nice,
and
out,
Artemis
out.
staying alive for
He doesn't
Man,
even
I
get
feel like if
to
Gam had a
move.
strong
Emo
mid laner, that team would go
instantly
crazy
deleted.
hard.
And so they're able to chase
But I
down
feel
the
like
rest.
they just, both mid laners they
Nice
have
double
just been
knock up there
struggling the
to be able
whole
to finish
tournament.
it. Plays.
Caps is
The problem
actually
is,
2
look at
levels
G2.
up
Everyone's
raw.
grouped up on Rise. So
And he
if
has
you
Roa
made
proccing soon.
an attempt at a reset from G2, all of them coming back out together.
Okay, Lebrov and Broken Blade stepping up into the enemy jungle. Broken Blade ready to keep this one moving forward. Another nice use of the
that's the
ulti,
most
but
anti-synergy ult.
miscommunication with Lebrov, who uses the Glacial Fissure and interrupts the knockback from Broken Blade.
How many
Now
more
it's gonna
things
be
can
into
go
the
wrong in this
Sama.
fight?
He barely stays
Oh my
alive,
god, the
but
Rise
good
ult
enough for
saved him.
now. Levi's low.
How many more
G2
things can go wrong?
retreating. Miscommunication between
Fail
Broken
combo,
Blade
Lucian
and
gets hooked.
Lebrov as the cast
They're getting away with
knockbacks
murder,
interrupted by
man.
the fissure.
That
They
is
don't
criminal that a
engage
fight
they're
like that
looking
happens.
for.
With that one, be able
Everything
to
went
live
wrong
after,
that was possible.
how it actually went down.
And they
Bottom
got
line
out.
is actually up, so
You look at this
they
game
got
and you're
full
like,
priority in
I'm
the
happy
setup here,
G2's
and
winning,
Cam
but
forced-
Be able to try a
G2's winning,
challenge
that's
for
all that
this.
matters, G2's winning.
Now G2 don't have Hans Sama here, so it will be
That's a free
slower
Atakan.
than they'd like
Absolute
it to
pace.
be.
playing the macro, and he's getting another one here.
Yeah, Skewmon wants to go in after Emo, and Caps is ready to follow.
Oh
Levi
my
with a
god,
defensive
Caps is...
stun,
I've
trying
not
to
seen
provide
Caps
an
gapped
opportunity for
this
his
hard in
teammate
a
to get
while.
away. Caps triggers
He's
the
fucking
Seraph shield
angry.
there, as Skewmon and Broken Blade have to back away a little bit further. Lebrov going to get grabbed by the dredge line as Gam continue their chase. Won't land the CC onto Lebrov as
Nice
he tries
poppy
to get
ult.
it back. Caps who flashes away
Nice
from
protect.
the depth charge. Broken Blade here on the front line as a
Broken
TP's
Blade
coming in
is
to once again reinforce
dead.
Gam. The ulti from the Gragas,
All
not
good.
enough. Emo with the
Right,
shutdown
we're
on
good,
Broken
we're out.
Blade.
They have no
Skewmon
Pantheon
on the
ult.
run. He,
There's a tier 1, there's a tier 1.
So even I will
No
continue
objective
to still push,
bounties?
so he teleports up to the
No
top side.
objective
He
bounties.
forces the answer
Oh
teleport
no!
up to that top side boost, but
Don't
he
look
really needs it.
mid-level
Yeah,
diff.
he got the
Do not
shutdown,
look
and it at least got him
at
to level
mid-level diff.
13, so
Do
as
not look.
Caps' Rod of Ages ticks
Do
over,
not
he's not
look.
4 levels down. It's still 3 levels down.
Skewmon,
That is
you're
still
angry?
extreme, and Levi is now finding himself caught, slammed back into the wall. Lebrov
Caps
and Skewmon
is in-
need a little bit more
is sending
damage,
it.
and
Oh, he has
Caps
hands with
and
him, big.
Hans Sama have arrived. Instead, they'll turn their attention over to Elio,
Beautiful.
who cannot get away.
Beautiful.
Hans Sama grabbing
Beautiful.
the kill. Jungle.
What are the chances G2 get reverse
Running
swept?
them around.
I would say extremely low. Actually, I saw Molecules tweet. It's true. You know who would fit Gam? You know who would fit this Gam roster? UCal. Gam UCal. I feel like this Gam roster would go crazy. Oh my god, Caps is 4 levels up. Mama!
That's also spamming abilities at maximum speed. Labrov goes in for an engage on Emo.
Was?
Broken Blade knocks Elio back. Emo, not
well,
the
it
right
worked.
angle on him, but Elio will be a fine consolation prize. Kiaya shows up too little.
Any
too
Baron
late to find
starters?
much of any
It's free. It's free.
They use
You
the
can't see
Gragas,
it.
Poppy, and Braum to find their pick. They force Gam into this tight spot.
All right, G2, let's see how they can defend
Kill the
against this.
Pantheon.
Levi wants to go in there for the
Oh,
Grand
it's
Starfall,
beautiful.
but he's immediately ejected by
It's
Keeper's
beautiful.
verdict. G2 burns
It's
down the
beautiful.
objective, and Broken Blade
It's
keeps everybody
beautiful
else
by
busy.
Skewmont.
Skewmont into the back, finding the
It's
slam to the wall
fantastic.
on Emo.
It's
G2
flawless.
aren't stopping,
It's
and
fabulous.
Gam dropping. Artemis caught in the
It's
middle of a
G2 win,
round
baby.
wolf and
Wow, the
40,000
hate watcher stayed up for
G2
nothing.
with a
Yeah, I mean, a
Skewmont.
couple worrying signs.
Let's take
G2
another
bot
look
lane,
at it.
2v2
Of
killed.
course, Gam, no, they're in such a
But
tight spot,
Caps,
so they go for the big play onto Baron, but boom, as
Wow, great
soon
timing by
as
Skewmont.
he's there, immediately ejected back into the air. G2 focused.
G2 sweep is quite nice.
From G2, and it needs to be a pretty colossal mistake.
Yeah, Caps is actually a full 4 levels up.
G2, Skewmont and Caps, both with maxed bounties. Broken Blade is about to solo down the formerly
Bomba.
fat Corki. Take a drink,
Bomba.
Artemis. For 30
TP bot and end.
seconds again.
Nope, just push mid
Moving
and end.
up. They wanna play
Put
it
the
safe.
jersey
They
on for
don't
game
wanna
3, no
overforce here,
shot.
and they're gonna back
Game here.
Skewmont had a really good
And
game
that's
as
how
well,
they're
actually.
gonna finish it at
had the exact same
Wow, they
record
still
as
have Baron
them
for top
against
push as
the
well, 30
exact
seconds.
same team.
Even despite
couple
their bottom
hiccups,
lane
but
getting behind, being an
level
angle there
18
for
rise.
Gam,
Oh my god.
G2 really able to cover
Caps
it.
chose
Caps
violence.
especially, and now they're coming to finish the job.
All right, Gam got to try to defend this last remaining lane of inhibitors, but it ain't going to happen too easy. Broken Blade goes golden, trying to stay alive. The tier 3 turret buys a lot of time, though. Gam with a nice defense, have already found 2. Caps into the Zonias, trying to stay alive. The shutdown back over to Levi. Caps wants to get away, but a massive shutdown for Kiaya. Gam come to life and defend their base on their last legs. Hans, no way.
Maybe we just give it.
There-
You're a
there's no
1k
way.
shutdown. Stole the crab.
Well, hold on. We
You
got
have
a
no
TP
smite,
coming in.
no pop ult. Surely we
Braum
just
has
give, right?
TP.
Yeah, that's a LeBron. Yeah,
TP
they're
in
going
the
for
base.
the base. It looks like
By
we're going to get a
Gragas.
Broken Blade teleport attempt here, but a response
Flanking.
TP immediately from Emo, recognizing what's going on. Elio takes the blast cone.
Oh
and
my
plays
god!
away. Nice!
The defense, they got the objective bounty shut down. Kiaya puts the ward in the brush, but he gets the bad
No
news.
flash, kill him.
Yeah, he might have gone a little bit too close here.
Okay,
Deadman
Gam,
Blade
a little bit of
Poppy
magic,
catches
but
up,
no
and
more
Hans
magic, okay?
Sama empties the
No more
magazine
magic.
into it. G2 can
Hey,
force
Watcher's got a
something
little
now.
bit of a
That's
snack, but no
45-second
more.
death timer
Just
on the
wrap it up.
chase.
Yeah. Inhibitor
Wrap
and
it up, triple in it,
slowly
wrap it up,
G2
wrap it up.
will close in.
Dee,
The
dee, dee, dee.
pressure unrelenting.
G2, there goes the last inhibitor in the Gam base. They go in for the engage. They're trying to find Levi instead, switching
Beautiful.
over to Emo. He's already dead, as now Elio's about to fall with him. Broken Blade
Beautiful.
goes back in for a nice 2-man body slam. Rune
Beautiful.
prison on Levi seals his fate as well, and it's only Artemis left standing. But the Nexus turrets are down. G2
Beautiful.
still firing as Artemis has to flash to try to get away. Kiaya's back into the fight, but it's a 2v4. Cap staying alive, kiting Artemis out as Broken Blade comes back
GG!
over for
Alright,
the CC
2-0
to the
match
kill.
point. G2
The
to
ace
group
for
stage.
G2. The
Chances
ace
of
for
reverse
G2.
sweep for Gam,
Game point
0%.
for G2.
Chances of G2 winning game 3, 100%.
G2
Chances of
today
G2 haters and
looking
EU
a
fucking
lot
hate watchers being
better
mad,
here
100%.
This turn.
A single
Alright,
game away
it's likely
from
Gam chose
qualifying
blue, it's
for
likely
main
they'll first pick
stage.
Ari, it's
Last
likely
game seemed
TF,
like it could have been the
Azir,
perfect recipe for Gam. It
Nocturne,
was
Annie or
scrappy early,
Benz.
4
I
deaths,
really want
2
to
for each
see
side
a
at level 1, but G2
a Gwen
managed to
Prio
pull
slash
themselves
ban.
out
I'm a
of
bit
the
scared
trench,
that they get
lock
like
in,
Ari,
and off the back of a stellar
Gwen,
rise
and something
performance from
crazy.
Caps, found
Can
themselves
Caps
a
1v9 3
decisive
games in a row?
Yeah, Caps,
Yes, he can.
obviously. I would
Alright,
also
here it
shout
is.
out,
Azir ban,
Skewmont.
Maokai ban,
Skewmont has
Nocturne
had
ban.
2 good games
I'm
on
guess
the
Rumble
Trundle as
ban,
well as the
yes.
Poppy there,
I'm guessing
for
it's
him.
TF, Annie,
Also
Ari,
props to Broken Blade, looking a lot
Silas,
better. All in
maybe
all, that
here.
would continue,
Draven ban
this
makes me think
snowball in this
Kalista.
series.
So
Alright,
TF
Gam
is
back on the blue side. They'll continue
open.
banning the pick there for
It's
Hans
a Warwick
Sama.
down.
Also going as
It's
they'll
Annie
continue banning
TF.
the Nocturne alongside the Rumble.
Draven makes
But
me
what
think
will the
Kalista
third be?
Kaisa.
When was the in
TF
game
ban.
number 2,
So
and
it's
the
Annie
TF
Ari
will
trade.
remain there from game 2.
Do you need to first pick either of them? I don't know if you need to first pick either of them. It's any Ahri trade for mid 100%. Wukong first pick makes a lot of sense when you have any Ahri trade, right? Makes a lot of sense. What are you playing to Wukong? What have you got for me, Skewmont? You could go Vi any Ahri trade mid jungles. He picked Nunu! What? There's no way. Okay, so for context, Skewmont used to be a Nunu one trick. Used to be a Nunu one trick. Iron 2 mid laner, was? Ooh, Zaya Rakan is... Oh my god, is G2 gonna lose the series? Is the reverse sweep now suddenly possible? MF Nico, I like it into Zaya Rakan, nice. MF Nunu Nico, I'm surprised that any Ahri just dropped through the draft for Nunu. I'm looking at Gam's comp and I'm thinking, yeah, Annie, I'm thinking Galio. I feel like Gam would slam like Galio Gwen or Ahri Gwen. Silas ban is obviously Ahri. Does Ahri fit G2's comp? I don't think it does. I think they should ban it. They ban the Gwen. Okay, solid. I don't know if Ahri fits the comp. The theme just looks a bit weird. Ahri, Nunu, Nico. What if he picks like Caedrel? Is that scary? Probably not. What pairs with Nunu? Warwick ban is Ambessa. So right now there is Ambessa, Ahri, Aurora, and Victor, I guess. I feel like you could take Ambessa here. So they take the Ambessa. And now Kiaya counters the Ambessa. He could go Camille Galio right now, and I think they would win the game. I think Camille Galio 4-5 wins the game instantly. They probably walk into Yone on 5, but I think it's just winning. Cannon top is not bad. Ahri is okay. Darius into Ambessa. Fiora. Oh my god, is he a good Fiora? Ahri Jax. Okay, that's not that scary. What is Cap's last pick in this draft? Does he just pick Tristana? I mean, I do like Gam's comp. I think they could have drafted much better. But I think G2 will probably just still win. G2 will probably just still win. Maybe G2 was like, how did FlyQuest almost beat Gen G? They played Nunu. What can we do in our series before we play against Gen G? We can play Nunu. Ah, G2 owns this game. I think they've got the mental diff. Cap's Tristana is a classic.
Remember that in game number 2, that death didn't even occur until the overextension.
Are we rolling into a bot dive?
Up there in the top side, so really impressive performance there from Caps. Here comes the snowball. Skewmon coming in for the turret dive here at level 3. They root up Artemis.
Okay, no flash Rakan, no flash Nico.
Far enough away, but Eris will still interrupt that back. As Elio jumps in, Gleaming Quill over the wall, finds a target though. They're going to interrupt the recall of Hans Sama. Levi is here. Hans does have summoner spells available to try to get away from this one. Barrier is in.
Oh my god, thank god they got Wukong flash and Zaya flash there. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. All good. Can we get Drake from that or some shit? Not a Cancelo. Okay, gonna go for the Drake. I like it, I like it. Should be free, right? We have Nunu.
The majority of the money.
What is he building on Nunu? Is he going Leandries?
Is
Leandries Nunu?
Success for them. Skewmon on a wall.
So
Broken Blade's lane is not going very well.
And the Broken Blade is in danger. Levi making his way up here. They know the Ambessa does not have the ulti to try to outplay this. It's going to give him the opportunity. Broken Blade there.
Oh, baby.
Away. Kiaya gets his
Broken Blade. It's under tower. They're denying minions as well. The answer on the opposite side. The response after the red buff steal.
Oh, Elio trying to stop him here. LeBron is down to 100 HP. Feet of Warfare.
Oh my god, they just got 2v3'd in bots. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off.
They shoot down LeBron.
What are we doing, man? What are we doing? It's fucking, it's disco time. Coffee guy, get the coffee.
Yeah, I mean, Nunu, one of the
This is going to 5 games.
Nunu, successful play from Gam.
Coffee guy, get the coffee. This is going to 5 games.
LeBron. Getting charmed, but it's only the clone. Real one gets knocked up into the air, but Eris is taking a ton of damage here from Caps. Levi tries to go back in, but the Pop Blossom manages a catch.
Or
Levi
is it?
some danger.
Or is it?
Knocks him
or is it?
down.
G2 trying to put a stop to that
or
again
is it
very quickly because this is going to lead right into
Yo,
the
Princess
grubs as
Zulu!
well. Caps getting
Thank you for
instant
100
value
subs.
on
You're
top
crazy.
of it.
Caps trying
Caps.
to dive between turrets for the kill onto Ares.
Beautiful.
Wants to get the reset.
Beautiful kill.
Will end
Thank you for
up
100
getting
gifted
the
subs.
explosive
Beautiful kill by
charge
Caps.
detonation to bring this
Maybe
game back
Caps
to near even goal.
is not going to allow this
When in
game
doubt
to go
for
to
G2
4.
Flowers, where
Maybe
do you
Caps
go?
can stop
You
it.
go to mid
The
lane,
power
go
is
to
in his
Caps.
hands.
Go play whole
Can
gold
Tristana
lead
out-carry
off
a
of the
Jax?
map.
To really fight
Easy
Skirmishes
blue buff
for
steal.
this buff. He ends up losing out on that one. And now we've got Lebrav and Hans up here looking to make the kill
One tap.
happen onto Kiaya.
Beautiful one tap.
Pop Blossom, Snowball, the whole kitchen sink.
Beautiful one tap.
Swap.
What?
Can Artemis and Elio put as much pressure they're getting teleported on? That's why Broken Blade is staying under here.
Yeah, Broken Blade knows he has the public execution if he wants to try to make something happen
Oh
here.
my
They burst
God.
him down before he can do
Caps
anything
double
about
kill.
it. Caps should be able to get one back here onto Elio
No double kill,
with
just
the
one.
explosive charge
Just
there.
one.
No. All right, Broken Blade teleports up there,
Caps.
but it's a three-man play coming out from Gam, looking to burst
Wait,
him
BB just-
down.
Again?
Man, I can't even finish the sentence.
BB just TP'd
Broken
top and
Blade
died.
Getting bullied here in this third game. As
No
Ares
ult Ari.
has to use
Big.
Spirit Rush to get away bottom
3
side.
grubs to G2
LeBron
though. That's a
point
bot
blank
tier 1.
tangle barbs threatening
They
to
get it
lock him
first.
up there
Hit,
as
hit,
Gam are
hit,
full
hit, hit.
committing to try to take down the tier 1 turret, but G2
They get
is doing
first,
the same
right?
thing down here in the bottom lane. The
What?
grubs,
They're getting
it's
out-pushed
3
by
to the side
0
of
grubs?
G2. They are burning through it faster. Gam still trying to get it. It's a full race for the first
What?
turret,
They got
but it goes
outraced
over to
by
Gam,
grub.
and they'll
Is that just
Slow
Jax
race there,
being
they do
balanced
get
or what?
that.
even
So
stronger
BB, to
advantage
take
than
stock,
the plus
BB
30
got
that
dove
Caps has
twice.
in the mid
He's
lane
big.
there. Now Kiaya dodging away for the public execution.
That's
but
a big
Broken
bait.
Blade's got Caps.
That is
Kiaya's
a
not
big
getting
bait,
away
big
from
kill.
that one.
All right,
He
so the
even
game is
wastes
Caps
the
versus
flash
Kiaya.
on
That
the
is
exit to
that
the
is
fight.
literally it.
And
Nothing
that
else
is
matters.
Caps getting paid again.
That is teamwork, Flowers.
Other than that
That
they have
is
3 grubs and
teamwork.
2 drakes,
Broken Blade.
it is
Yeah,
Caps
he calls over
versus
his carry.
versus Kiaya.
Caps
Individually, overall, it's about
What
that
is
much the other
fucking
direction
happening?
for G2. Hansama getting caught out
Hansama
by
no flash.
Ares, but Elio is too slow on the follow-up, so they can't get
Is Caps dead to
anything,
Wukong?
and that just means low HP. But now Caps in danger. Levi over the wall. Caps jump.
Is everyone just getting caught
That
this
wall
game?
is tricky, man.
Broken Blade perma-dove. Caps gave a shutdown to Wukong. Alright, so Caps and Kiaya both have the same gold lead.
So
Can
far
you get the
this
Grump?
game.
Yes, they have.
No, lost the
But
Grump. This game is looking kind of sketchy.
Let's see.
As much as
Gam
G2 have the
pushing back
first
with the priority there on the side
2
lane.
drakes
They
and
wanna funnel
grubs,
more into
the
Jax.
team fight of the
Rakan
Wukong
covering the
is
Jax to
really,
try and get
really
Kiaya
scary to play
more
into.
so the jungle, and
Alright,
they do
bot
get
tier
what
1
they
to
came
Kiaya.
for. Gain. So nicely done there
Leandri's
from Gam. A little bit of
Nunu.
pushback from themselves. Get themselves that
Make it
tower
burn?
for
What?
Kiaya.
Leandri's Nunu
Broken
and a
Blade
steel
versus
caps.
Key. Enough
The
extra
problem is
distance with
Tristana
rocket jump
loses to
compared
Jax.
distance of leap strike that he creates
And
enough space
Broken Blade
that
can't
Broken
really-
Blade cannot stun him with that counter
Broken Blade
strike
can't
in time.
really fuck
Ares
the
is
Ari.
trying to hold the line here against
The Ari
Broken
can just
Blade.
catch
But one
waves
thing
and
that
chill.
I'm noticing here, Kobe, look back at the mid lane. Ares
I
is now
think what
caught up
G2 needs to
Caps
do is they
in
need to
terms of
recognize
farm. Meanwhile, top side, Kiaya
the way to win this
maintains the
game
massive lead over Broken
is the
Blade
age-old
of
League
plus
of Legends
30.
answer.
Good job here from Gam,
Stack
making it so
dragons.
they can make up those
Just
resources,
be
especially
on
considering we spent
dragon
so much
timers
time in
and
games
try
1
and
2
contest.
doing
That's
a
it.
better job of
Be on
making
dragon timer.
Gam bleed
Beyond Dragon Timers,
With
try and
those
contest.
pushes.
Only way to win.
Well,
So
here
you'll
gonna
see
do
G2 will do
not
2
a lot
plays.
this time
Play number
around,
1,
and again, Gam pushing
Drakes.
2 lanes
Play
first.
number
They
2,
push mid lane first.
Caps
They
pushes
got top
bot,
lane pushing first.
TP's top,
In
and they
time
try and
for
kill
the
Ari and
dragon.
take top tier 1 across map.
bowling ball
Stop
right
question
into the gutter.
marking now.
It goes talking about Leandri's into the tank stuff there for Nunu, making more
Big
of a
Cancelo.
nuisance as nice engagement.
No
from
ult on
Broken Blade
Ari,
there with the
no
public
TP either.
execution
Big,
onto
it's a
Ares
4v4
to
on the
get
Dragon.
back.
Broken Blade has
Ares, of course, does still have
TP.
enough mana
He
for
doesn't
the
have
Spirit
ult, and
Rush,
he's
so
not that
he will
useful,
not
but they can
be
have a number
threatened with
advantage.
lethal
Herald
damage,
used
but
mid.
he is interrupted in terms of
Is
his
the
tempo,
Herald
in
gonna
terms of
crash?
having that ulti moving forward.
It's still attacking
Gam
minions for some
trying to
reason.
stop
Someone
the
report the Herald.
from going
Herald's gonna
forward into
die.
the turret. They might
No
just
Herald
pop it
crash.
before it can get
No
any
Herald crash.
value.
Look at Kiaya
Nice
positioning.
stop
Jax
from
on the right.
Gam.
Jax on the right hiding.
Turns it around.
Caps trying to
Gets
take the
the
ward.
eyeball proc. Kiaya's
BB
here
pushing
on
top,
the
hitting
dragon.
top
They're
tier
forcing
1.
once again.
The
So
Ari
they're
is
sacrificing
grouping.
top lane
No
once
ult on the
again.
Ari.
G2,
G2
they've got
might
Broken
have to
Blade
give
on the
this.
tower up there, and he's
Unless-
gonna get it.
This means for Gam, you've got to make sure you get this Drake.
Give
if you're
this.
already giving away the top
Now,
lane
why
tier
are they
1,
giving
you've
this?
gotta
Because
get what you
BB's
came
pushing
for
top, getting
on
a
the
tower
other
and
side of
making
the
them
map.
lose waves.
And they will be able to force G2 back for now.
Getting his way back in
Elio
the game.
goes in for a quick knock up there
Nunu
onto
just
Lebrov.
decided I'm gonna
Skewmon
steal it.
rolling
It's
the
already
snowball
gone.
down towards the pit. So
Okay.
-1 to the enemies instead of a
Caps
+3.
probably has
It's
Infinity Edge
same
in
difference.
base.
I want it from
Oh my
flanking
god, they're clicking
and
on
benefit
BB.
from these quick pick opportunities. Can they find their
Doesn't have IE in
engages,
base yet, I
especially onto
guess.
the Misfortune? Because a Tristana is
BB
fairly
sees their
slippery
jungle
as far as
support.
a target. Yes, you'd love to get
Caps
Caps
is
and
like
lock 'em
standing there.
but having a lot of self-peel options and
Grouping mid
being
with the
able
no
to
no
buffer
the
rocket jump makes things
smoke.
difficult.
Nice, no Zy ult. Big.
Okay.
Right.
Pretty good forcing.
Having the Xayah ultimate down, not having that safety now. Kiaya wants to make a play in the side lane, but Nunu's coming down. You see on the mini map.
Nunu is coming down.
The public execution to
Kill the Jax,
Kiaya
please.
as he goes aggressive, but a nice jump over the wall there towards the ward with the leap strike. Kiaya getting himself away for now. Maintains Mac distance there with the counter strike.
What do you expect to happen there? Yeah, a bit too deep.
Can't follow up.
A bit too excited, a bit too over eager. They have MF Nico, right? So they can definitely splash a fight.
All the flashes being available on Levi
Caps is gonna have to carry.
and Eris.
Again.
Definitely going to put a lot more threat here. Hansama's got to be careful with his positioning, but G2 doing a good job right now.
Gam sniff it though. They sniff it. They sniff it. They don't have blue orbs. They have one blue orb. They have a blue orb. They're going to blue orb it now.
Gam have got to find some kind of an answer here. Kiaya has the teleport. He's down at the bottom
6K.
lane.
We have Nunu. We have Nunu. We have Nunu. We have Nunu. What have we played for finish?
Elio walking up, scaring G2 back. Eris ready to join. Already using one spirit
rush.
Finds a charm into Hansama, putting the pressure onto the AD carry, but LeBron is coming around from the side, looking to find the pop blossom. Otacon stolen away by Gam. Hansama with the flash over the wall, staying alive. Kiaya looking to chase him down. It's Otacon plus the kill of it again, but what about Elio? He gets himself back away. Broken Blade exhausted, having to retreat now too. Gam.
We actually just leased Otacon for them.
This series out of space.
And that positioning was so rough.
Gam gotta keep it up though. They gotta
so
keep
fucking rough.
This pace moving
Drake in 120, just click the Drake thoughts. Is it worth clicking a Drake now, or is it worth trying to kill Ari on side? Oh my god, please don't tell me they're gonna win this game. Okay, we got top tier 2 for Hans Mama. Hans Mama has no sums though, so this Drake fight is completely gone. It's okay, it's okay. Even if G2 lose this game, we can just go next game and pick Warwick and take the win.
Levi and Kiaya, the dynamic duo of this team. Alright, Caps though, he wants revenge. And Eris, his Ari ultimate isn't quite up. A couple of seconds left on it. He's getting chunked so far down.
Oh my god, it's the second player who tries to TP away from Nunu. And they're in the E circle. It's literally Doran v2. Do these people not know what Nunu does? They're trying to TP out on top of Nunu E. Again, it happens again.
Nunu though. And
what the fuck?
The dead man's ball at this point in the game for Gam. So really coming down to execution in this one. Both sides pretty even. Skewmon getting knocked up into the air. The quickness from Elio tries to use the redemption to keep.
Oh my god, that redemption timing on the bomb was crazy. He actually lived. It was Keen who did it, not Doran. Was it Keen? Yo, Doran, I apologize. I thought it was Doran.
Not too big of an investment. They go for the teleport play. Can they make the pincer happen?
Yeah, they're going for the TP now as Caps has to rocket jump away to the very edge of the pipe.
Oh my god.
Wants to go in. He gets into the very back of the pipe, but Hansama's already down.
It was Doran. I fucking knew it was Doran, you rat.
Chasing further after the remaining targets. Lebrov trying to get a little bit of extra distance. Flashes away from the charm.
When in doubt, it was probably Doran.
Hans is down, and now we'll see what else Gam can get from it. Elio walking into Broken Blade. Caps looking for the opportunity here on Artemis. The feathers are recalled, but they don't find the right target. Lebrov is picked off.
Yeah, this game looks fucked.
With another one.
Nunu has no flash right, so stealing objectives is really difficult. The guy that went to sleep knowing G2 was 2-0 up, he's gonna wake up to a nice little Kinder surprise. It's this fucking dive onto Hansama. He doesn't have flash. He can't really escape it. If Hans can get IE and just get 3 seconds of space in a fight, he will kill everyone. But he will never get 3 seconds of space. Well, he won't kill everyone, you know? But like, I feel like a Nico MF can really... Oh, am I kidding? It's complete cope. Hans is just dead again, or he loses his flash.
Again as Gam go in, exhaust on the MF, immediately followed up with the damage from the Xayah, and with Hans out of the picture.
Oh, what? That charm hit.
Targets remain. Lebrov, Pop Blossom will only mark his own grave.
I mean, Caps can gap mid, but he can't gap a 2k gold lead Jax in fucking 15 minutes.
Some of this gold now.
TPing.
Yeah, and the graphic kind of updating
guys,
there
he's gonna
a
press
little
B.
bit afterwards.
Okay, there we go. I was gonna say that's
before
oh
they took
my
the Baron,
god, they just
so
double TP'd. Caps has
LDR
LDR in base, right? G2's getting some pretty big core items on his fucking carries. Does G2 have a chance?
They need to make sure they're continuing to play this clean,
maybe.
continuing 100 on both
Are you
Kiaya
tired?
and Levi.
No.
That's a lot of extra
but
money.
I am
if you
very
let G2
concerned
pick these up.
actually. Like the drafts. Oh my
Skewmon,
god.
though,
It's over.
What?
The draft doesn't get easier.
Hell was that?
That was a speed.
A lot of BB blind picks are gone.
Not exactly
A lot
sure
of counters for the Warwick are gone. Like, the
the
Warwick would be picked into. Just get the Ghost Cleanse and go next.
For the next 15 seconds, and Gam are going in. The
GG.
dive coming out from Elio in the
Tap
back
dead.
line, looking for the kills here. As they've
Oh, fuck!
He's down. LeBron will go
Like, they picked Nunu to, like, flex into Wukong a bit, but now I'm really worried. Now I'm really worried. Like, the drafts get really freaky, and I don't know if G2 can match the level of freaky that's on the horizon. G2 will choose blue.
Hans is still standing, but they're the only two.
Azir, TF, Annie,
but they won't let him do it.
Gwen,
Now the first
Maokai.
Nexus turret is already dead. Kiaya finding his way to Hans Sama here in the back. Levi goes to the killing spree.
Oi, 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 oi,
Skillmon
oi, oi,
goes
oi.
straight into the
Oi,
graveyard.
oi, 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 oi.
LeBron's alive,
This
but
could
who
go
cares?
really
That's
south
the poor
real
Nico,
quick. I think
and
G2
that's Gam taking us to game 4.
G2 have overcooked, and they've given Gam, like,
Gam
you do.
went to
The
comfort
one thing you
picks.
don't do is give a team hope.
And it
Because the second you give them hope, everything else falls into place.
In
I would
the
much
side
rather
lane,
be
set
2-1
for
up
success
if
from
you
the
win one,
beginning, and
lose one,
Gam
win one,
as a team,
than if you win,
as a
lose,
squad,
because that momentum is
everything
fucking
seemed like
scary.
it finally-
I think what's gonna happen here is I'll try and describe it. G2 is gonna choose G2 is gonna choose blue. Their only locked ban is Nocturne, and I think Gam's locked ban is Maokai. These are locked bans. Now you can start trade banning. The OPs are Annie, Azir, TF, and Neferi. I think Neferi Prio is insanely high now. Why? Wukong's out, Poppy's out, and Nocturne's banned. There's also Yone, which could fit into a draft from Caps if they want to play like Yone plus insert AP jungler here. There's also Rumble, which I think G2 will probably ban. Nocturne, Rumble, Maokai, Yone, Sedge, Annie. And I think the final thing that I would be scared of against Gam is Camille Galio. Or some kind. And I think the final thing that I would be scared of against Gam is Camille Galio. Or some kind of like combo like this. Maybe G2's bans are Nocturne, Rumble, Gwen, Maokai, Azir, TF, Annie, Neferi, Oriana, Jarvan or something, I guess. I don't know, Jarvan into Neferi sounds horrible. It's top lane that I'm really worried about. They have to ban Rumble Gwen. I feel like they might have to do that. And Gnar is out, Renekton's out, Ambessa's out, Gragas is out. Oh, they're gonna have to go. They're gonna have to go Ornn, Aatrox. I think my money would be the draft looks like this. Interchangeable. I think it'll be Annie first pick, Neferi, Oriana 1-2 from Gam. I think some kind of Jarvan Ornn would be 2-3 by G2, and then Aatrox from Kiaya would come out on 3. Ornn Sion maybe. Or it gets matched by Sion. This is my guess number 1. My guess number 2 is they go Yone, they lose Annie Neferi, then they play Ornn Sion with like a strong AP jungler, like, I don't know, Lilia, I don't know, don't really like it, Sedge, don't really like it. Option number 3 is they take the Neferi, they get Annie, you go Oriana, and they play Ornn or Sion, Aatrox. What AD jungler would Levi play into Neferi? This is the most likely 3 drafts that happen, I would say. It'll be Annie Neferi, first pick trade, or TF in there as well maybe. Or it'll be Yone first pick, Annie Neferi given. I think BB's problem right now is his blinds are Sion and Ornn. So Kiaya will pick Aatrox into him, and he will eat him up. You need to ban Rumble and Gwen on blue for G2, because if you don't, they could pick Gwen into Ornn, or in a world where you pick mid, AD, and jungle, and drop top, they can pick Gwen on 3 and ban. Or they can pick fucking Rumble on 3 and ban. Alright, I'm gonna go toilet.
something.
I'm gonna go toilet. BRB 1 sec.
Playmaking ability. Yes, he was behind.
BRB 1 sec, chat. Lock in, because this shit's gonna go south, maybe. Here we go. We talked about draft. Oh my god, I have every ban correct. Holy shit. Ooh, they banned Draven. So here's where it's any TF, Neferi, Ornn, Aatrox, probably traded, right? Maybe Orianna is picked as well. Is it Neferi first pick with any NTF being open? I think it's correct. Now they will get any or TF, and they will go for a jungler into Neferi, which I'm not sure what it is. It might be Lee Sin. Here's where I said they might go like any Lee Sin or something. And then I think it's TF or any. And it's Ornn Sion.
So many options up and available.
I think picking AD here is a mistake. I think G2 might have won the draft.
One of the games where they have to.
Ooh, they take the Sion away.
Up to the
Interesting that they take the Sion away.
Like they think so.
Okay, so now BB can match with Ornn, or BB can pick a tank killer like Aatrox, but I think knowing BB, he'll just take that matchup. There's the Orianna.
Ooh, this is very interesting. If
that wins into TF and any. Ooh, Z jungle could be picked into the theory. True. Yeah, Lilia. Okay.
Lilia instead.
I hate Lilia as a champ.
So
I just hate her kit.
For the front line.
I think they should just go TF and Ornn or any Ornn and just play. I think no other direction. Just take that direction now. Don't fucking pick full bot lane. Just pick any Ornn or TF Ornn now.
For mid lane,
oh my god, they're picking bot lane. I think I know what G2's logic is. They're gonna go Kai'Sa Leona, yeah. I think Caps has Orianna with Neferi. He has TF and he has Annie. He probably has 3 champs. And BB,
for G2 here
he has Ornn, he has Aatrox, and he probably has one more, maybe Cho'Gath. So because they have 3 champs per role, I think they're just dropping and picking bot lane.
Just continue to build front to back here. Okay, so trying to get some pushing bottom lane.
So with Leona picked and Caitlyn, you're looking at the Karmas, Elises. I don't know, Elise Lilia sounds fucking useless though. There's no melee supports in. Caitlyn Lux is useless. Bard is useless. There's the Aatrox ban. I think G2 have this in the bag, you know. The reason they prioritized Kai'Sa over their solo lanes was because they need something that can kill that fucking Sion. Caps also has Aurora, as much as I don't like it this game. So now there's Annie TF. There's also Galio. You know what would be really funny? Is if they flex Sion mid. They pick support here into Leona. Then they put like a counter to Sion. And they flex Sion mid. And then they counter top. That would be a very smart thing to do against BB right now. I don't know if it's going to be worth it though. Let's see. Ooh, they're going to flex Galio. Can you imagine they pick Camille on 5, Galio support, Sion mid? I'm sure BB's going to go Ornn. He's gonna go GP or Cho'Gath, yeah, another one. Is there anything that can fuck Cho'Gath top? No, I think Cho'Gath's fine. I think Cho'Gath is fine. They're gonna have to pick something like Sylas on 5 here. Or they could put Galio mid very easily here. I think Sylas or Galio mid is their best bet. I think G2's fine. I think G2's fine. I think G2's fine.
Is in those big ult plays, and then Sylas just yoinks it.
For early
Caitlyn Galio. That's gotta be the most useless lane in the world.
Full down there on Neferi, getting into the action early.
Scumon's gonna make his way down here, but LeBron is eating a ton of damage first. It's first blood over to Artemis. Gam out.
What? Is Artemis a Caitlyn main? He's just played this lane perfectly. He's played this game perfectly. Like what?
Actually, he didn't even have to
Artemis
do the
is
trap.
frying them.
Plus the headshot.
Caitlyn got so much damage down. Caitlyn Tristana are his 2 best champs. Fantastic. Well, the good news is Caitlyn didn't get a BF sword base. She got a scout slingshot base. The bad news is, oh my god, Skewmont is fucked. He got double crabbed. And he's losing his Gromp respawn. Skewmont is actually cooked. Need Raptors, need Raptors. Need Raptors. But can he get Raptors? Look, his mid lane.
biggest troubles last
Yes,
game so far
Skewmon,
in the
great
series.
pathing.
Levi, though, in some danger now. Skewmon going for the invade here, finding both Dark and Daggers.
Nice, Skewmon gets Crocs back, that's big.
Advantage, even though
Ares is down a lot of minions. The TF is frying. I mean, Caps has been smurfing the series.
We've seen so
Can
many
Caps carry
times so
again?
far throughout the series. Early advantage for Caps in terms of his presence in the lane, his ability to farm. He's up 2 waves. Kiaya going in after Broken Blade. Needs a little bit more damage. Finds a grass proc.
Oh my God.
Goes for the rupture. Kiaya's got the sidestep. He hits him with a little bit more damage, but a nice silence.
Lebrov's coming. Lebrov's coming. Eat the berries.
Eat the apple. It heals him up enough.
Help him! Yes. Big save. Big fucking save. Big fucking save. Nice play by BB. Nice play. That's not a TP, that's a Lilia E. Okay, BB smurfed that sequence. BB smurfed that. Are we watching the same game? BB got destroyed. He made the best out of a bad situation. The silence timing was perfect on the Scion Q channel. Eat the berries. In comes Leona. Good job. Is it Rage Bait? Or is it Hate Watch? Or is it both? Caps?
Ooh, Caps. Gonna find himself in a compromised position here. There's your lilting lullaby. Caps is put to sleep. Eris jumps in to join the fight. Ace in the
Oh my God, they gave the kill to Artemis.
Gets a paycheck.
Oh,
find the enemy mid laner.
This is bad. 3 grubs for Drake trade.
The Twisted Fate. They get the kill.
2 kills to Artemis.
Meanwhile,
Artemis also, I mean, I personally would have just taken the kill on Sylas there because the lane's been hard for him. Cho'Gath is a walking trap bot for Caitlyn. He's got such a big hitbox. Labrov's a full level down. Artemis is 1k gold up. What does Hansama build this game to get through the Scion? Kraken Slayer? Is that the answer? Yuntal Wild Arrows into fucking IE?
Broken Blade is pretty tanky here on the Cho'Gath, though,
Broken
at
Blade's
least in
just
terms
gonna
of
die.
health.
He walked
Resistances
onto a
might
trap.
not look that impressive. Now gonna get taunted up. They wanted to see if that taunt might have been able to bring him closer to the trap. A little bit more damage will get it done. Ace in the hole, that's the goal.
What are we doing? Sylas is set up with Leona ult or Cho'Gath ult. Lilia is set up with Flash QC. Galio and Sion are meatballs. Caitlyn needs gold and she's already 3 kills. I've never seen Caitlyn Galio lane, ever. I've never seen Caitlyn Galio. I've seen Caitlyn Braum, I've seen Kate Leona, I've seen Kate Lux, I've seen Kate Karma, I've seen Kate Elise, I've seen Kate Morgana. Caitlyn Galio into Leona specifically looks fucking toxic.
You gotta be ready to spring it early if the rupture's about to hit you, or if you think he's about to get the cooldown off on the scream.
WBB. Big solo kill.
I
don't really care about Cho'Gath versus Sion.
Make sure even if
either of them kill the other, it's just an extra ruby crystal. I don't really give a fuck. I'm concerned about this fucking Caitlyn.
Image Artemis puts out. Hansama already down to half HP after
oh my God. It's Sylas with TF.
Twisted Fate ulti coming in. Here's Eris. There goes LeBron.
Oh my God, they're dead. And Caps is TPing, BB TPing onto a trap.
He's in the middle of 4.
He's just gonna die. He has no flash. Oh my fucking God. They took TF ult with Sylas. BB TP'd onto a trap. And Levi had a double sleep from the swirl seed.
Let's take another look at how this happened bottom.
Oh, it's swirl seed Q.
Really finding it.
I thought Artemis was dead here at the tower. Look at his damage from the tower shot on Artemis.
You see on the minimap the rotation
but he kills the tower. RS kills Hans.
Steals the ulti. Is
TP
able
from
to get
Broken
the
Blade.
kills. Plus they finish off the tower by the time this teleport completes. It's just Cho'Gath food.
Broken Blade's maybe thinking he can get even a cooldown.
Oh my God, the pace difference, I can feel it. G2 is Cat Despair and Gam is fucking frying. When things get hard, Gam gets harder. What? How does G2 win? This Caitlyn is Infinity Edge. She's gonna have IE at 17 minutes. It's crazy because the way Galio interacts with Caitlyn is Leona E's onto the Kate. Galio W's, and then instantly the Leona can't follow up on the E.
Once again, I feel like every time we see Hans on the same
Galio just stands on top of Caitlyn.
Hans has no more than
Also, Galio has just enough CC for a Caitlyn trap, even with Mercs because of E. Wow, I was very naive in thinking this Caitlyn Galio lane would be bad. It's fucking insane. Holy shit, today I learned. Galio support into Kaisa Leona. I do think G2 fucking into the first 2 levels. But still, it looks like they would never win. I would love to see this lane again.
And there we go. Tier 1 turret down in the
now Caitlyn presses B and it's a 17-minute IE. Fantastic.
Getting more and more answers here, but the dive.
Okay, Eris getting
nice
dove,
dive.
tries to use the ulti to defend
Can they get out is the question.
Immediately Elio comes crashing in, he wants to find a taunt, but he doesn't find anybody. Now Kiya's
Those are 2 meatballs. Caitlyn's mid, so the fight is good no matter what. Caitlyn's not shifting. Caitlyn is not shifting. Okay, 2 kills, 1 shutdown, tower. They're getting mid tier 2 though. Gam doesn't have grubs. It's Drake in 40 seconds, that's what matters. It's soul points for Gam with Mountain Soul, Sion, Galio. It needs to be a Drake fight. Need to be a Drake fight. Caitlyn coming out of base with a crit cloak, Sylas has TP. Labrov gonna get chunked here. Gam is just standing on Dragon. They're not moving. Sion's not farming. He will be 0-3 and he will be on Dragon. This steal is hard. Lilia doesn't have the best secure, but he's gonna have to blow his flash for it.
They lost about 1,000.
Can't go through the Caitlyn trap line. And they have Kaisa
beautifully placed on the ramp. If Skewmon wants to go
God,
in to try to contest
fucking
this, it is a one-way trip there for the dog. He decides discretion is the better part of valor today, and that is 3 Drakes.
Soul point for Gam. I don't see it.
If you're G2,
I don't see it.
You're looking for caps to find a play.
Artemis has to int for them to lose this game.
Coming back.
I mean, it's not like time is their friend, is it? Gam's gonna buy, Artemis is gonna buy LDR in the next 2 to 3 minutes. When he gets LDR, Broken Blade is fucking paper. Lilia and LDR Caitlyn will eat any tanks. The gold is so fake, like, it looks like Gam's only up 1k. Oh my god, we're only up 1k. But 2k gold on TF is not gonna win the game, I think. All Sylas has to do is take Cho'Gath ult and press R, and he's just as useful as TF.
In these
1k 2 damage.
Get a ton of value out of the healing on that one. Elio stepping forward,
nice stun.
But he gets stunned up, followed up by the Leona ulti, but where's the rest of it? Eris stealing the Leona ulti now as Labrov is down to half HP. Broken Blade taking a lot of damage from Artemis back over the wall. The Sylas Leona ult doesn't hit any targets.
No
they force the flash back out of Hans. Gam have control over the river, but
Mikhail's
Elio has
down.
to Mikhail's himself.
Drake in 130. Everyone base and send it again, I guess. Everyone base and send it again. Caitlyn has LDR in base. But I don't think she can base before Drake. But they have Cho'Gath ult on Sylas to secure the... Oh, she wants to base? Is she allowed to base? She's not allowed to base. She has to stay. Okay, G2 needs to make this work. Oh, he Cho'Gath ulted the minion. W for G2. That TP is good to join for the team.
Caitlyn, that's their green light. If Gam can protect him, they can steamroll a fight. The Crab is going to be the first part of the fight. Eris moves in, scaring G2 back. Crab going to be claimed by G2, but now the fight starts off.
Oh my god, Labrov went into a Mikhail.
He tries to flash away, but a big multi-man sleep coming up from Levi.
Oh my god, his EAT got cancelled by the flash from Cho'Gath. From Sion. Oh my god, they have Mountain Soul. They have Mountain Soul with Sion, Galio. They're gonna get Nash, they're gonna get Atakan. It's game 5. It's actually game 5. Oh my god, I knew it. I knew after they lost that game 4, it was game 3, it was fucked. I knew in draft from G2 that this was just fucked in game 3. So Gam have Mountain Soul, 3 item Kate, meat shields for Caitlyn. G2 have to send it a bit, but they can't get into the trap line. Skewmon's not in range for a steal. Oh, the game is so fucking lost.
Mountain stop mid lane tier 1. G2 gonna force that one down. Caps providing the damage. Kiaya goes in for the initiation. Doesn't find what he's looking for, but he does zone Caps away.
Oh my god, wait.
Looking for Artemis, who flashes back to
no flash, Kate.
Artemis still bleeding to the dark and daggers. G2 wanted to make something happen there, but they don't quite find it. Now Labrov and Skewmon taking a ton of damage as Kiaya continues chasing after Broken Blade. Eris zoning Caps out of the fight, so TF cannot join. Broken Blade's knocked up into the air.
Dead. Gam will go go Nash. Gam will go Baron.
Yeah, the complete game.
Elder
Gam
Flip
still has
could
to
win
keep
it.
playing this
A
clean. That
Cho'Gath
gold lead
Flash
hasn't
Feast
really ever
over the
gone
wall
past
with
this point
Naafiri
very much. G2 have
could
managed
win the
to
game.
keep the game barriers
I
alongside
think
the edge
Gam
of
will
all the
force
objectives.
Baron before
If
Elder's
G2
up.
does win,
Plus the
It's
advantage
true,
of
if
having
BB
super
went the
long
Cho'Gath
range
skin with the
Caitlyn here,
fucking
being
stupid
so far
googly
ahead,
eyes and the fucking
it's just a
arms or whatever, the
recipe
toy
here
Cho'Gath,
for Gam,
the game was
setting
won.
up
But he didn't,
standard objective
so we lost.
Here, Cho'Gath is in the brush on the side
Oh
there.
my god, there's no way that actually just happened.
That
Elio
dog
has been
just got
insane
old
this
Yeller,
game, I will
and
say.
it's time. Gam
Now they get
does
Nash and they should
force
be...
the check from G2,
Oh my
and
god.
you're thinking
There
So
is
G2
no
going to
way
keep that
this is
objective
going to
bounty
game
down in the
5.
bottom lane.
Gam
Or
game
G2's
plan the series is to
perspective,
get to
because
29
now Gam,
minutes
with
and
the
wait for
Baron, with the
Skewmon to
Mountain
turn into
Soul, with the
2016
Otacon
Tyler 1.
already taken everything in their arsenal.
Full send Elder Steel could be the only
I think
chance
it's time to
G2
flash
really
the wall,
has
BB.
here. They're going to place the ward over the
I
wall,
think it's time
but
to send it.
blocked by the control ward. Now Gam, they're going to pull off. They'll go after Lavrov instead. They know if they kill him off and they have
Man,
a
I feel like
5v4,
G2's just been
it'll
getting
be so
constantly
much
caught.
easier to take the Elder fight guaranteed.
The
Decimate
pace of
with
the game has
stun.
just disappeared
Just as Punch
after the
gets it
soul.
done. Artemis goes godlike, and Gam
BB, we're flashing
now
that
have
wall
their
and we're
man
stealing it.
advantage
Deal?
for the next 30 seconds. G2 still scrambling to get into a position here, but there's still no flashes on Hans and Caps. They've managed to heal up, but that's not enough. Broken Blade with a rupture over the wall, just trying to look around, see what's happening.
Oh, there's a trap
Eris and
there.
Kiaya approaching from the side.
Farewell,
Kiaya's
buddy.
got so much of a shield, nobody can even
It's
break
game
it.
5.
Eris stealing away the killer instinct. Now it's 2 dead on G2. The Elder down to 30% HP, and Gam should be able to secure this here. Caps going in for the hero moment, but it ain't going for it. There's still 10 seconds on Broken Blade.
Hit it to the
as
bow
Gam
special.
goes straight in. Hans Sama's already going to be under pressure. Eris continues the dive. G2 continue to retreat. They can pray if they want, but God's not listening. Gam force down the Nexus turrets. They make their way to the Nexus, and after starting at a 0-2 deficit, Gam will take us to Game 5, and Silver scrapes.
Oh my god.
Look at those
Flowers
smiles
popped off
on
at the end
Gam
there.
Players.
Flowers
This
fried that
team,
ending.
So much
G2
pressure
need to find
with
the
all
energy.
fan base of
G2
Vietnam
need to find the
behind them,
energy.
watching.
Gam
They're
has
doing them
so
proud,
much
pushing us to a game
momentum.
number 5.
Gam has so
This
much
is now.
momentum.
We have
Game
got
5,
in
Yone,
play-in stage of MSI
Annie,
2025. 3
Jarvan,
of those have
Ornn,
gone the full
Aatrox,
distance. 3 days
Lulu,
here at this event, Kobe.
Zeri
I am
Jinx.
already
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Now I could tell that you're getting a little confident after game 2. How are you feeling right now?
Still confident, you know, like, obviously G2 needs a lot of work, so getting 5 games in both series in the play-ins is pretty good.
Okay, so it was like strategic inting.
I mean, we have to go from playing against Elmo to playing against Chovy in 2 days turnaround, so we really need some practice.
Yeah, I mean, you have to play against this RS guy first, though, in this game 5.
Yeah, RS is definitely, yeah.
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 And it's not like the dog shit RS, like Ruddy Sack, you know, it's like a real RS.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta...
Yeah.
You gotta shape up.
I mean, EU is just, you know, LTA South and the VCS, they just got better recently suddenly.
Yes. Yes. So VCS, so you think LTA South is just really good then? And VCS is just super good?
I mean, I don't think that they're really good. I just think that they're peaking at a very coincidentally good time to make EU look bad.
So it's definitely not that EU is dog shit.
No. It's definitely
Okay.
like you know, you can be better for 9 months of the year, but being better on 1 day kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay,
maybe
so it's
we'll
like
see
a
it in
T1
groups.
type thing, you know? You just show up
Maybe-
for Worlds.
Yeah, maybe we'll see it in groups when C9 plays against Gam or G2. Oh wait, never mind, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, okay.
True.
Anyway.
True. And they don't just gift us a second seed for us to lose to Vietnam, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It is what it is, you know?
Oh, okay.
It is what it is.
Your second seed could be here, but they're not.
Yep.
Because you don't deserve one. Because
Yes.
Riot hates you.
Yes.
So no matter what you say,
that is something we can agree on. That is something we can agree on. All right, good luck in game 5. Hey, if you win or lose, yeah, you might get a call from me.
I mean, at least we showed up. I mean, you couldn't. You didn't get the invite. Anyway, see you.
All right, see you.
He doesn't flame me. I got him by the balls. It's now in Fearless where you pick something that they won't expect. There are clear meta champs. So it depends what side they choose. But the guaranteed bans, these are locked bans for G2 no matter what side they're on because Galio's out. You play under the impression that these champs are banned, 100%. Then you look at your first picks. Ornn is a very good champ for G2, but that gets met by Aatrox really easily. Annie is a very good champ. That kind of gets met by Orianna. Jarvan impact is very high with the current pool of mids. Jarvan Lee Sin impact, pretty high. Or Viego could be one as well. For bot lane, there's no melee supports left. There's none. It's now when you play like an Ezreal Karma lane, or you play like a Jinx Lulu lane, or you play like a Zeri Lulu lane, or a Zeri Yuumi. These are the tier lists. Kalista is up. Kalista gets met by Ashe. There's a world where G2 just slam a Kalista Renata. Nico's out, but they do get met by Karma. Caps could pull out an Asol. Tristana's out, so Ziggs' prio is a bit lower unless Yone's in the game. Here we go. It'll be Nocturne, Rumble Gwen, and it'll be Maokai Azir. And Draven, yeah. They need to lock it down. They will ban Rumble last, and then there will be a Draven ban. I think the bans have to be locked for game 5. And then I think Annie will be first picked. And then I think Annie will get matched by some kind of Orianna Jarvan. And then I think Ornn will be taken, and then I'll get met by Aatrox. And Lee Sin might come out as well. Yeah. G2 sticking to S tier champs. Nothing too crazy now is where Gam could throw their curveball. I think Orianna slash Jarvan slash... I mean, they could slam something like Jinx Lulu as well. It's just where is the curveball? I feel like a lot of this... Oh yeah, Vi's in. Oh my god, I completely forgot Vi was in. It's not that big of a deal. I think G2 just need to go Jarvan Ornn. I mean, Vi's not that OP. It's gotta be Jarvan Ornn, Viego Ornn, something like this, and then Aatrox on 3 from Gam, and you just play. Lee Sin Ornn, Cassante instead of Ornn. Yeah, fair enough. I guess it's comfort. I feel like Ornn would have fit the comp a bit better, but it's still gonna get met by Aatrox. And then bot lane turns into Armageddon. G2 need to cook a bot lane. Zaya's out. He has Aatrox, 100%. If I'm thinking of OP champs, I'm thinking of Lulu. Ezreal Karma. Kog'Maw Braum is not playable if they are having a range support. Blitz ban, Renata ban. Ezreal ban stops Ezreal Karma. I mean, Handsome Ezreal got better, yeah. Warwick's up. Yeah, Lulu is pretty strong right now. Oh, you know, G2 could do Jinx Tahm-Kench into Vi. It's pretty fucking... pretty solid if they see that the range support lane's not gonna happen. I feel like it's Jinx, Lulu, Tahm, Kalista, Ashe, fucking Zeri. Kalista on 4. There's no engage supports, so they probably have to play Elise on 5. They could play Kalista Pyke if he's a good Pyke player. Oh, they're gonna go Senna Tahm. And that'll be the answer from the Senna Tahm. This really invites a range support on 5. But range support with Kalista Vi? They need a range support though, otherwise they're the theme of their... Ooh, Kalista Pyke I like. Elise Pyke don't fit, they need a Seraphine? Is Kalista If he's a good Pyke, he should do it. But... Seraphine on 5. It's a weird draft, isn't it? Vi is picked with Orianna, so they invite the Tahm-Kench because they blind Kalista, so Senna Tahm is good. But now you can't play another melee support, you need to play a range support, otherwise you're just playing Vi Pyke into Senna Tahm, you just lose. I think G2's draft is very well rounded. They have Senna Tahm into Vi, they have Annie Viego for resets, and they have a frontliner. I feel like G2's happy. I don't know what Kalista Seraphine is like. in a lane? I have no idea. You said that about Galio Caitlyn and look where that got you. Do you think I'm right 100% of the time about everything about League, always, forever? Bro, I learn new things every day as well. That's the beauty of League. There's so many nuanced things and so many random shit that could happen. But that's the fun thing about it. Orianna, Seraphine, Vi. Jesus. Who do you favor? I would say 60-40 G2. I feel like this doesn't... I would say...
Some cautious checking of the brushes.
Yeah, I like 60-40 G2. I think the one thing that can be very scary for G2 is this motherfucker. Aatrox with a Seraphine behind him into a comp that relies on bursting and getting resets and very little like DPS. Aatrox can really carry. Kiaya, if gold goes on Aatrox, big problem. So lane phase Orianna is pretty solid into Annie. Needs a couple levels, but you outrange her. Skewmon 3 camps. Top side into mid gank. Caps has flash Q now. He can press E flash Q. Orianna sniffs it. Orianna is sniffing it.
I can't see the buff counter thing.
Orianna is sniffing it. No gank for Skewmon. A camp down now in the clear. He's gonna get spotted on mid wave. They see him. Pings onto Skewmon. Levi knows that his clear is delayed. A little bit of a trade from Caps. Wow. Well played by Orianna to sniff that play. Skewmon a bit behind in the clear, so bot crab is pretty much fucked. Okay, no double crab. Just base from Levi. Artemis having a good series. Bro, Artemis is just a really good player. It's not even about having a good series. He's just really good at the game. Caps just flashed in mid. They just traded flashes. What? They just traded flashes in mid. I think Aris flash QW'd and Caps flashed it. Yes, because Caps has no flash. Caps is going to die here. If Levi's in...
Want to play early.
Moving towards the mid lane, towards this topside river here. Levi coming around. Flash Vault Breaker. Seraphine tries to follow Levi.
Oh my god, he missed his flash Q. Yes, they just double flashed. They triple flashed and didn't get Caps. Triple flash. Triple flash from Gam. Caps stresses me out the way he plays the game.
By surprise, but Caps is ready for it. Levi now just trying to go back.
Oh my god, Labrov stole it. Some of the things going G2's way in this game are criminal.
Having some fun.
And they got first Drake. Was that a spellbook smite from the Tam? Just don't let Aatrox get gold and we're all going to be happy.
Again, this is, I feel,
winner goes through, loser is out. Senna has 13 stacks. Grubs to G2. Drake to G2.
Early game here on the Viego too. He's still staying ahead of Levi in terms of tempo with his farm. He's also
they Kalista ulted the Seraphine in and they missed. A lot of things are going wrong here for Gam. I think Gam is really, I don't know, they're missing a lot of shit. They're overforcing a little bit. They look a little bit, they look like a little, they're tweaking a little bit of tweaking going on. BB's not too far behind. 200 gold, it is what it is. I just hope this Aatrox doesn't get kills.
Be caught by that.
No flash Orianna, it's still down. Big chain CC, that's a kill. Big kill. Good job, good job, good job, good job. Yep, the flash was up in 10 seconds when the gank started. Drake's in 130. BB, just don't die, please. Just go as even as possible.
Such a huge focus, but here it is once again. Skewmon goes for the flash.
3, 2, 1. Orianna flashes up now.
Still ticking up.
First
but now we got a problem up in the top side for Kiaya. Skewmon once again trying to make the difference. Kiaya misses the Q2, goes in for the Q3 onto the Viego. Continues trying to make a little bit of extra distance.
Kill.
With the third.
Dead.
Tofo
Nice.
Strike's gonna find him this time.
Okay, now base and go to Drake. Come on, Skewmon, just carry this game, baby. Base and get to Drake now. No Triforce yet. Oh, BB got so much gold here. He's recovered so much. Cassante saving TP for Drake. Viego has ult up. Can buffer the Vi ult. Nice. Push him out, take his ping. Another plate for Broken Blade. Big demolish proc.
on the Aatrox still. Just the difference between having an item and not. Broken Blade just feeling so much more powerful than this Aatrox. Goes all out.
Don't go, baby. Don't go.
Out here, as now the World Ender is popped. Broken Blade trying to use the
Skimon help, Skimon help, Skimon help, Skimon help. Skimon help, please, Skimon help.
Also here, Broken Blade with another shield. Gam finds the first kill, but now Kia's got to make sure he doesn't fall.
But it was
We're
not
bleeding
a
plates and bots because we
1v1.
swapped top. First blood tower to Senna, maybe? Oh!
But now
Eris, immediate flash over the wall as Lebrov with a
But
nice
Kalista gets first blood tower because plates are off.
Forces the summoner spell.
Huh?
The immobile mid laner of
for
Gam.
fuck's
But this
sakes.
whole time, because
all those deep wards laying
Tam
behind
Kench is
too,
negating a
trying
lot of
to
what the
see
Vi
where
wants to
Gam
do.
are moving
Big.
up, but now, but using that thing, it already is fairly low.
Lebrov gets rooted up there by the Seraphine, forced to flash out. Now they're ready to follow it, but that's a Seraphine ulti. They're throwing the whole kitchen sink at Tahm Kench. He gets away with an abyssal dive. A little bit more damage is still required. Levi still going in. Finally, Artemis secures the kill. Gam spent a lot, but they got what they paid for.
Yeah, Lebrov going into dangerous waters there to try and get that fly.
The game will be
Seraphine
decided
ult
in 1 minute.
well
This Drake will
used
decide
there.
the game.
Vision, they still pull it off. They still get their goal.
Can he get the Herald down to the turret? Nice drifting from Skewmon.
Doesn't matter, the Drake's all that matters.
Herald into the tier 1 turret in the bottom lane to
All that
guarantee
matters
they get
is the
that one
Drake.
as well. G2 with a
Nice
slight
chunk,
gold
Caps.
lead. Gam's not going to let him just take this third Drake of the
W
game,
on
though.
Caps is going to
Gam
pull
ready
in.
to move up
Caps
and try
is...
to fight. They've caught
Oh my god, the
Caps.
Vi ult
He's
was
in some
5
danger, but
seconds.
the blast cone gets
Vi
him
ult wasn't
away.
up.
G2 mid laner at half HP. Dragon
Caps lost
resetting and
flash,
losing
though.
patience. G2 still with control over the bot side river. Keep your eyes on Caps. Gam trying to move up, apply a little bit
It's
of
not
pressure.
good for
The
G2.
Dragon
I think
down
they might have to
half.
give it.
Attacking Gam now,
BB trying to
putting
get
a
some
little bit of damage
space.
into the health bars. Broken Blade's got a lot of
Oh,
spears
it
in
looks
his
kind of
back.
bad.
Chunked down to half
Seraphine
himself.
ult does a
But
lot of
remember, if
work
he
here
goes
from
all
that
out,
angle.
He can still try to regenerate a lot of HP. G2 decides against it. They don't want to potentially throw the lead here. They give the Mountain Drake over. Seraphine ulti into the tri-brush only finds Broken Blade as he path makes out.
The Seraphine is doing a lot of work.
But Gam have an easy route towards mid. So
The Seraphine Oriana just spells.
Not only
G2 need to
for
find a
G2 to
snap
go
one-shot
into, especially
reset
since Caps no
on Vi.
flash.
Tibbers,
Gam,
Senna
they put
W,
their sights on
Viego
him,
stun,
even though they didn't
one-shot
get the
kill,
onto the
reset
Annie.
play.
Getting the flash down.
I'm just worried that when they do that,
the key
can they kill Aatrox after they use their burst on Vi? Does Aatrox die? Isn't it better to burst Aatrox?
1v1 against the
Yeah, but Aatrox is going to be a lot harder to burst.
Of Broken Blade.
They need a Viego reset. That's all they
As
need.
you can see in the bottom.
Like Aatrox is going to have fucking
It's a
Sterax.
100 going to allow Kiaya to get that big source of damage.
We can play this.
Levi
It's good for
just jumps
G2.
over the wall here with a ball breaker immediately, but it's only Lebrov waiting on him. Now it might be trouble for Gam. Levi has to try to retreat back over the wall.
They can't
Now
engage like that
also does
ever.
The same. Pathmaker does not interrupt, but
Sneaking
Skewmon,
at the can.
he's so strong
Sneaking at the
on this
can.
Viego. He's soloing
It's
down
gone,
the
they got it.
Otacon for a little while.
That's a big Otacon.
for
Look at the
themselves.
flowers in difference.
And Kobe,
Gam
although
have
the
one
goal is
flower.
as close as it is,
just keep on
I mean,
farming
this game's
for
going to be
themselves.
decided
They
by
wanna
one
get
fight.
to their
the fact
Gold
that
is dead even.
we had Otacon. Okay. Broken Blade about to walk right into the waiting arms of Gam, but now he's ready to go.
Oh, he
all out.
ulted
It
Kalista
doesn't
ult.
work, though. A nice
Oh my god.
From Levi to
Into
get away
Seraphine
from
ult.
it. Seraphine ulti hits two, but they're putting all the damage into Lebrov. The Tahm Kench trying to get away over the wall, but the Dawning Shadow fires back into Gam.
Vi, no flash.
How is no one dead?
Well, because they've got the flashes to escape, Lebrov used both summoner spells to get out of that one alive.
Tahm Kench is such a free kill for Gam.
Prowess, though, did see a little glimpse of it.
Caps
Gam.
has flash
They saw
ult.
the inside route towards the dragon, but G2 moving in to take the vision.
Okay, last time that fight, it wasn't the Levi ulti that buffered through the Cassante ult.
No Seraphine
it was
ult is
the
big.
Kalista ult saving the Seraphine. G2 with control over this bot side river now.
Look the Aatrox.
Kiaya could
Cook
be
him.
in a little bit of danger. Dodges
W
away
missed.
from the center route. Now Broken Blade
He
taking
missed.
some damage.
Kench
Important
is
update,
just
it
an
also
eat
500
bot.
gold per player with those flowers. It's about a 3.
Alright, Senna
That
has healing
extra
reduction.
slow, that extra damage.
Skewmon must be sitting on a
If
lot
they
of
can
gold.
actually burst, could be
Skemon's almost
super
level 15.
meaningful
He's
to
so
their
strong.
teamfight.
Movie. You've got to spend the first 2 hours with the exposition. Now Hansama getting caught out. No Tahm Kench nearby.
Oh.
Hans has to flash to get away
Eat,
from
you have
it.
flash,
Now
eat,
the
you have flash,
follow-up
eat.
charm into Skewmon. There's the save. Lebrov keeps his jungler alive with the Dawning Shadow over the top, but Levi is reinforced here by the shields. Broken Blade wants to make his entrance here to
No
go
flash,
all out.
Aatrox.
Kiaya flashing away
Oh
as
my
well.
god.
Another fight. Another
Senna flash traded for
multi-ulti
Aatrox
from
flash.
both teams, and
Ult's
nobody's
down for
dead.
Gam.
That right there is a perfect example
Caps
of how
has
Gam
bot
had no
push.
fear. They full sent there.
Give him an opportunity to
Holy
find anything.
fuck. Next kill gets feats of strength.
there for
Oh,
Hansama.
Aatrox is close to level 16 Sterak's.
Continue to
3-item Aatrox is going to be really fucking difficult.
Here
I'm a bit scared of Gam getting one more item. If Aatrox can keep farming, he's going to have double Sterak's.
And
they're gonna have double Sterak's with Vi and Aatrox. It really
What
hurts
is
the
the
burst from
latest
G2.
Yet in the
Jaya's
game.
gonna base and open top, I guess, or what?
Because they Stickle Dragon. So
No Sterak's yet.
if they feel like they
Aatrox
have a
not
bad
level
approach, a
16
bad
yet.
angle to they don't have to
No
go, they
third
don't have
item
to
on
full send
Kalista
on
yet.
this one. So
The
we
Gam
could
are
be in
so
for
close
lot
to a
more
break point.
lulls.
G2's much
Death
stronger
ball
right
for
now,
both
right?
teams here in mid lane.
And the pressure
Surely.
is just so big. In an elimination match here on the international
Level
stage,
13 Vi.
you don't want to be the
Scheme
one
on this
to
3
make
levels
the
up.
critical mistake. But you also have to
Vi
have
doesn't
that killer
really do
instinct
much this game.
if
She
an
just kind of
opportunity,
ults whoever she can and then
exposes itself
prays that her team does
to
the rest.
pull the trigger, to go for the kill.
G2
Orianna
holding the
shot
bush.
on
Caps
the
has
line.
flash.
Okay.
Stun onto Kiaya is good. Just focus the front, focus the front, focus the front. Big reset.
Feet of warfare.
Big
for
reset.
G2. Kiaya down. Gam on the retreat.
Nice knock.
A nice
Kalista no
knockback
ult.
onto Elio, but
Maybe
Broken
too
Blade
deep,
has
maybe
gone
too
very
deep.
far forward.
Okay,
Caps
BB no
does
flash.
it. They
No
go for the
suns on
burst.
Kalista.
They get the dual get
Feats of
dragon
strength to
number
G2 and
3.
Dragon.
Blessing of Noxus, which is the boots, across all tier 1
Double
regions in
knock,
split
double
2.
knock. We're
The
doing
longest
Drake though,
one
guys.
was
We're doing
31
Drake.
minutes, but we don't have time for
Guys.
that. Caps has been caught out. Levi
Okay.
goes in for him, but LeBron's
Look
got
the Vi, look the Vi.
Tom Kench
Free kill.
against Vi. He's
Oh,
made
big
the
one
net.
from Caps.
Beautiful
Big
catch
one from
G2.
Caps.
And the
Big one
game
from Caps.
is blown wide. Put an
Holy
end
fuck,
to the
save.
stalemate. They
That
will
might be
push
game.
in.
That might be
This
game.
game
Absolutely
was
saved.
so close. For
Cap saves it. Kill on the
29
Aatrox, and then here Cap saves it
they
again.
stared each
Holy fuck,
Lots of
Caps has
extra
carried
standing
so
goals,
hard this
secondary
series.
towers in mid.
If
Hitting
Caps
Baron
wasn't on
and going
G2
for
and you had
Starcraft.
any other mid
And then when
in
Caps
EU,
walks
I
up,
think that
they do
this
go
series
for the
was
Vi
fucked
ult,
for
but as
G2.
you called out early, huge gold lead for them. Gam.
Nice buffer.
Oh, nice from
Beautiful
Skewmon.
buffer.
He immediately responded.
And a kill.
Heartbreaker to get away, and Ares
Right.
gonna get dove now. G2 is
Right.
tired of waiting, and
Okay,
Broken
not a kill.
Blade will create the space.
Not a kill, just play it slow, get
Pierce
minion
the
hip.
base of Gam as G2 will find their friend right
Bot wave is good,
thereafter.
bot wave
That's
is good.
2 inhibs down. That's the timer.
Bot wave
So
is
will
good.
be
You wanna play on
Mountain
it?
Soul for G2.
It's actually
No,
so
they're gonna
smart
base.
for G2 to use Skewmon as the split pusher.
Not gonna play on bot
for
wave.
that exact.
Levi's
Skewmon 4
5.
levels up.
Although he's one thing, as another wave steps up to the side of Gam, Levi wants to go in. The Seraphine ulti over the top. It only finds Broken Blade and LeBron, and now Levi is going on a one-way trip. Gam trying to force the fight
Nice.
forward,
That's
but
a one
Kiaya
fight.
has to flash
That's
back.
a one fight.
Caps is ready for the counterattack. Elio is saved by Artemis,
That's
but
a
the
one
dawning
fight.
shadow finds multiple health
That's a one
bars.
fight.
Artemis is already down. Kiaya and Ares both about to follow. No
That's a
way
one fight.
Barley drops in this one.
Yes.
Ares is gone.
Yes.
Gam is ace.
Yes.
And G2.
Oh my God.
They had to work for it.
Holy
They had to
shit, that
sweat
was
for
close.
it. They
That
had
was
to
way
bleed
too
for
close.
it, but they won't be denied. They
That was
eliminate
way
Gam
too close.
And move on to the main stage.
Holy fuck, Caps, you beautiful men. Caps had to do
The
so much
smiles
fucking
on
work to
their
get this across the
faces.
line.
You said it, how hard they
I feel like
have
everyone was
had
playing a
to
game
work
and Caps was
in
playing a
play
different
it.
one. Difference maker.
They pull
To groups
to
G2
move
go.
on.
G2 will face Gen G in round 1.
Series.
And Koi will face
G2
BLG in round 1.
Showing their
It's
caliber
locked, it's
when
loaded.
they have-
That was
This
fucking
was
close.
the first health bar on
That
the
was
boss.
way too close.